And we're back. I say we're back. It's been, like 4 days, but yeah, pretend that you just got here. Hi, everybody. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Welcome back to the Thursday streaming schedule. It's been a hot second since we streamed on Thursday, but it's kind of not even a necessary evil. It's a necessity to get through this game over the summer and not over the rest of the year. uh, Yeah, so we started no, not last week. Started on Monday, last stream. There, got there. Started on Monday playing Planescape Torment, a game that I'd only ever played like less than an hour on. We've already gotten further than I've ever gotten in this game ever. So we're officially in uncharted territory for moi. And so I've heard forever that that this game is very good, particularly for its era, but honestly, just in general. I was not expecting to get sucked into it immediately because, like, we just started. Basically, nothing has happened. We got up off a slab. We met a ghost. That was probably what did it, if I'm honest. Talking to DNR, I think it really was like, oh, it's going to be one of those sort of stories. And we met Anna. We met the head-ish or a very important high muckety muck within the Dusters. We get some of these Dustmen. Thank you. I'm going to get some of these. There's a lot of terminology in Planescape, and I'm going to mix some of it up. But most importantly, we met Mort, the main character of the game. And we don't have the memory. We don't have memory. So we've started a new journal. We still have our old journal that we haven't found, and I have a feeling that's going to be a plot point. No one tell me. But hey, Al. I'm excited to get more into this game. I actually had such a hard time in just the 2 days between last stream and this of thinking about this game basically all the time that I started a new playthrough of Icewind Dale just to scratch that old TSR game itch. It's going well. I'm in the Vale of Shadows. But yeah, it's the game good already. And again, we're just start. We're really not anywhere at all yet. And it's already extremely cool. I did look up after last stream because I sort of statted us up for a social caster sort of spread, but the game defaults to fighter, and I'm like, that's not gonna go great with our 9 strength and 10 dexterity. So I looked it up because I'm like, I don't want to miss an obvious thing here. And it looks like very early on we have the ability to switch jobs or switch classes. It's not Final Fantasy, it's classes, not jobs. Switch classes to mage. Also, in discovering that, I also learned something that surprises me, which is that in Planescape Torment, at least, you have 3 options. You can be fighter, you can be mage, you can be thief. That's it. Which in fairness are kind of the core archetypes of the day, but it's like there's not really a cleric build. And there's certainly no multi-class shenanigans. It's you switch into one of these modes, and I think you can switch back. But it's just the idea that you are kind of locked into one mode. It's a bit more Dragon Agey that way, which is actually, I think it's I'm interested to see how that goes. I saw the VOD. It kind of occurred to me that we only had Mort's word for what the scars on our back even say. Yes, correct. And he read a freaking book. So I have lots of suspicions about what is or is not actually on our back, if anything. I'm hoping, obviously don't spoil this for me, anybody who's read ahead or otherwise just knows, I'm hoping that at some point we'll have the ability to, get
a mirror?
Well, I was going to say, or just ask someone else. Be like, hey, what do the tattoos on my back say? And just see what they say. I think that'd be very funny. But yeah, so the pre-rambles will probably get a bit shorter on this one because I'm no longer just constantly freaking out about playing this game finally. And now I'm excited and want to get into the game as fast as possible. But one important delay. Let's see if my button is working now. It works! Hooray! I fixed it by doing nothing. Haha. Anyway, so I am not going to be able to prepare you for any of the particular types of content on this particular game because I have not played it. I haven't watched it streamed. I have really no idea what we're in for, other than just some general understanding about Planescape as a setting for D&D. However, there is a crowdsourced amalgam of content warnings at doesthedogdie.com. If you search for Planescape Torment, or go to the link in the CW tag, will take you right there. If there's anything that you are worried about content-wise for this particular game, it occurs to me I should maybe look at those myself. Yeah, yes. I chuckle, but genuinely, content warning existentialism. I think JJ mentioned last time also like unreality and gaslighting, kind of stuff. There's gonna be, like we were just talking about. There's gonna be people who just straight up lie to us, and that's part of it. We're not gonna necessarily know which narrators are reliable ones. And as I mentioned, we have the amnesia thing going on. Um, it's also a D&D game that where we woke up in a slab and dealing with death. We're only going to deal with at least some very like small, not quite pixelated. Well, it's sort of pixelated. It's small gore, and also violence. We did also already get jumped in an alley. Not that it did them any good. Uh, but so far, at least, that's been the biggest difference. And I don't know that that'll continue to be the case. Maybe some of it's because we have an 18 charisma. But so far, the biggest difference between this and other TSR games that I've played, actually, I don't even know I'm calling it TSR game, the Baldur's Gate Icewind Dale oeuvre. Um, I actually don't know if TSR was still the company behind this one or not. Doesn't matter. Uh, but one thing that's surprised me on this one is actually how little combat there's been, which is nice.
It's almost like they knew that some players would want to play high charisma talkie, and in a setting that is extremely well known for being a lot of talking.
for being more about like understanding political alliances and
Yeah.
social economic issues. Um, yeah, it's everything that I heard about the game was about how good the story is, as opposed to like no one was ever like, man, you got to play Planescape Torment. The combat is killer. But it's still very nice to see because yeah, Icewind Dale, like you talk to two people and then it's like, whoop, go kill the goblins. Why? Don't ask. Goblins, full of money. So it's just a little bit of a deviation, which I appreciate. Okay, I think that's all the preamble. Not so much of a full pre-ramble. Right, the goblins are full of money. You hit them and the money falls out. Um, so yeah, good. We're just gonna do the thing. We're just gonna go I've been muted this whole time. Let's fix that. What? Why did you do that? That's so strange. Okay, let's back up then now because I'm unmuted. As I was saying, we're going to be going mage build, so I'm going to put points in intelligence. And then it took me a moment to find our journal. We need to find Farad, who is a capital C collector, who... yeah, I wonder why you're so quiet. Yeah, my Steam Deck is misbehaving in new and different ways from what I was doing last week, so that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna do a test. Bear with me. I'll be right back. Oh, that's so weird. Okay, well, everyone hold. Listen, it's not a stream of mine if we don't start with technical issues. So, what on earth is going on with you? Okay, toggle mute. Toggle mute. Yeah, yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, wait, hang on. Is it because of you, maybe? Found it on... It's fine, I may have found it. It's possible because I switched from window capture to game capture, that now it's being weird. Oh, nope, stop it.
No.
Not talking to you.
Oh.
All right, let's try this one more time. So go. Interesting. Oh, nope, that doesn't really either. Hold, please. Oh, all kinds of stuff is going on. Game capture. That's just fine. Well, for tonight, we're just going to have to do it for tonight, we're just going to have to do it the manual way. And then I'll troubleshoot in between again. Right, where was I? Right, plort. Plort? Plot. I saw mort, and I thought plot, and I got plort. I feel a little plort at the moment, but it's neither here nor there. So we need to find Farad, who's the guy who collected us and turned our body into the mortuary, and may have some leads as to who the heck we are, and or where he found us.
So they can hear you now?
Yes.
Okay. So what were you troubleshooting then?
So a little behind the scenes for anybody who is curious about this. So I've got several different buttons set up to go to the different scenes, like going to the scene that is just the webcam, going to the one that is the starting, going to the be right back screen, and going to the game. And each of those buttons actually triggers multiple actions in the Stream Deck interface. And previously, the multiple action that it did was to unmute both my mic and game audio when switching to a different scene.
So it's not that the setup died; it's that your macros died.
Well, so that's
Fine.
it. That's what the Stream Deck does. All it does is do macros, and it is still doing the thing. It's just that it has changed what doing the thing is. So now instead of just unmuting stuff, it is just toggling the mute. So every time I switch scenes, it turns the mic and computer audio on and off, on and off, on and off, which is not what it's supposed to do. But I don't want to spend 30 minutes troubleshooting it, so I'm just going to do it manually. All right. What were we saying? Right. Fair. From what Mort read from the directions tattooed on my back, he claims, I need to find someone named Farad. Not certain where to start looking. Hope he's in the hive somewhere, and we've asked around, and I think the dustman we just talked to gave us clues. Spoke with a dustman named Emmerich who not only knew the collector Farad, but he was suspicious of Farad's fresh supply of corpses that he was dropping off at the mortuary. I offered to look into the matter, and Emmerich promised to reward me for finding out where the corpses were coming from. Narocht, a dustman I met in the Gathering Dust Bar, told me of a mausoleum where the dead walk. Wanted me to look into the matter. He said the mausoleum entrance was north and west of the Dustman Memorial, outside of the mortuary. North, okay. I should go to the archway, make a semicircle over my heart with my right index finger. That sounds like a gate key. Then the entrance would open. If I can find the problem in the mausoleum and solve it, then return and let him know. Great.
That doesn't just sound like a gate key. That's definitely a gate key.
Yeah, that was my guess. I agreed to deliver a message for a man named Bane the Sender. Bane said the person I needed to deliver the message to was named Craddock, and is said to be an overseer in a marketplace somewhere in the Hive. The only description Bane could give me of Craddock was that he was a giant, stern-looking man. Keep my eye out for him. If I find Craddock, I'll deliver the message, then go back and tell Bane. Great. All right. We also met some remarkably cool dustmen. There are these lootable barrels here. Are these just public property, or? Well, yeah, because they're empty. Pretty good reason. Cool. Trash barrels to leave the stuff we don't want. Good to have. And somewhere in here is a door. There. All right. The Alley of Dangerous Angles. That's where we got jumped. Southeastern portion of the Hive.
Described.
Yeah. Huh? There's the open tomb. Oh yeah, we found somebody's notes about like I think sneaking their way into the back of the place. Alright, so there's the monument, and they said northwest of the monument, look for an arch.
Which is kind of interesting. You're going northwest according to the slate here.
Yeah.
What is northwest in a city built in a torus?
Oh yeah, we talked to the Davos too. But also, yeah, in a city that's a big ring. Hello? Bonether, welcome! Thank you for the follow. Oh, is it this? Maybe it's this.
Oh, hi!
Might be that.
One of my favorite peeps.
Oh, wonderful. Welcome. Alright, this is not the thing I was talking about, but it is just another place. And another person. Who is casting spells? Hello. Blats, I almost had it that time. Don't you know it's dangerous to interrupt spellcasters while they're evoking a spell? Luckily for you, I was only practicing. Well, what is it you want? I'm so sorry for disturbing you. Farewell.
Really?
That's all we got. Alright, I'm not robbing this random spellcaster person. They seem nice. Yeah, I love that the Dabus are just... Ah! Hello? Why? Mort, did you attack somebody?
Damn it.
It does seem like he might be a bitey.
He does seem bitey. You're not wrong. Oh, we're having a bad... Okay, no, it's fine. I mean, the good news is Morty's taking all the aggro. Okay, that one's running. Leave him alone. Okay, now Morty, I need to know, did you start that?
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
Oh, good. We can ask for them. We can ask for him to read the back tattoo again. Tell me more about the town. Use some advice. No, I think we're good. Just checking to see if you're still with me. Great. All right, where did it? Did he give me that option? Hang on, I can check.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
Oh, how did you die? There we go. No idea, Chief. Kind of forgot when I died. Can't say I blame myself much. At least there was something waiting for me after I died, even if it is a life in a floating skull. Or as a floating skull. Could have been worse. Happened to your body? I don't know, alright? It's just gone. Don't think I miss it, because I'm happy just the way I am, and I don't need your half-wit judgments or snide remarks, alright? Come on, shake a leg. Not convinced you aren't some sort of walking curse that's destined to follow me around. Well, we're perfect for each other. No, you get back here. You tried to murder me. And or my skull. Which is very important to me.
You are somehow off screen right now.
Yeah. Whoop. Oh, that is interesting, actually. Hang on. Hold, please. Hello, Alice. Oh, look at that. Huh. It actually did that properly. Whoop. Torment's use of northeast-southwest is, as far as I can tell, unique to the game. Probably just a simplified tool so they don't need to teach players about Sigel's peculiar way of pointing out directions. Yeah, it's probably smart. Let me grab thing. Here. Okay, we're getting lots of little bangles, which is nice. Alice, did I say hi to you? I'm saying hi to you now. Hi, Alice. Alright, so we... This was the bar? This was the bar, yeah. Okay. So, that's the archway. Go back into the bar for there. Not this bar, this thing. Quentin? Man before you looks to be of middle of height and years. Stout with a thick, bullish neck, and his shoulders are hunched, as if a great weight was pressing upon them. Wears an impatient look as he stares at the black monolith in front of him. Hello. Throws you a glance. There's room, Cutter. No need to ask my leave to stand here. I wanted to know what's with the obelisk. The tombstone for the plains. Graveyards of names are scratched on that rock. I can only hope my name's the one that'll split this stone in twain. Quentin, right there. Hammered in just hard enough to send the damn thing crashing down. Tombstone for the plains? Aye. The Dusty scratched the name of the dead on this monument here. And on the walls of this place. Not enough space by my reckoning, but no matter. They do their best. Barely read half the names. So what are you doing here? Reading the new arrivals. Try and find a new one every day. Try and remember if I knew him. Nothing more. So the dustmen record the names of all that have died on this monument? Aye, they scratch them on this rock, and scratch them on the walls of this place, too. Oh, same thing. Right. Don't know why they take the trouble to take counting of the dead. The Dusties have more care for the living. You know about the dustmen mourners that come to this place. They aren't mourning the dead, see? They're mourning the living. Can barely get a word in them edgewise without them asking to mourn some poor living Burke for you. Why do they mourn the living? Got me there, Cutter. Might want to put the question to them. Seems to me the dead are thrice worth the pity of any poor sod living in this pit. Every name on there is blessed in my book. Ever know anybody who came back after the name was put on there? Asking for a friend. You mean come back from death? Not a one, Cutter. Everything that lives dies, and that's the way of things. Still, considering the planes go on forever and all, I suppose anything's possible. I suppose so. I had some other questions. Tell me what this is. What are you doing here? Nope, that's it. Thanks and have a good day. Wait, hang on. Come on back. Is that another person with a name? It is another person with a name. I'm going to talk to everybody with a name, just as a general rule. Woman's face looks broken. She is covered in scars. They look like bite marks and fingernail cuts. Cradling the shreds of several rags in her hands and is staring emptily at the wall of the monument, at the names there. This is going to be a happy story, huh? Yo. Get back. What you want of Septai? What's the matter? What's wrong? Those cows, chaos men, wrecked my cart, attacked me, killed 3 of my sisters who tried to stop them. Not sisters anymore. Now there's nothing but names on this memorial wall. Chaos Men, I'm gonna guess the name, sort of what the name on the tin. Chaos Men, faction, they says. What they are is an adult bunch that runs wild through the hive, does whatever they please. We never do no harm to them. Then they lope in like dogs and tear apart anything within their reach.
Warriors!
Warriors, come out and play. Who are these Chaos Men who attacked you? They're a hiver gang. Bunch of adult sods that call themselves the Starve the Dogs Barking or some such barmy nonsense. I wouldn't mind penning some men in the dead book for some coin. Their actions were unjust. If you wish, I can see the matter is rectified. If 3 deaths they caused, then 3 deaths shall these starved dogs suffer. They put one of yours in the hospital, you put one of theirs in the morgue. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, wow. You're going with the lawful good option, or at least the justified good option.
I'm
you're making that quote.
I'm following my heart, but yeah, I also I'm going with the Elliot Ness. Copper earring in your purse if you pen 3 of those murdering sods in the dead book. Jig. I'll see to that they're put in the dead book. Can you tell me what... Every time they say the dead book, which I understand the jargon, but it immediately puts my mind in the world of Death Note, which is an entirely different problem.
That's okay. I have the historical dead book
You...
from, Texas.
Incredible. Can you tell me where they might be found? Go out the south gate, spy word from there, then walk around the block until you come to a place where the men run circles, howling at the sig sky. They're the starved dogs. Okay, got it.
Updated my journal.
Updated my journal count is at 1. Alright. This is the bar. I missed by 1. That was a good place to miss, because we've got a whole bunch of stuff in a new quest. But I was trying to get here. Hang on, wait, come back. The post? This filthy-looking corpse is in sad shape. Its shoulders are slumped, and one of its legs is broken, causing it to lean to one side. Stains cover it from head to toe, judging from the smell and the texture. The stains run from rotten fruit to mud and bird droppings. To add to the indignity, graffiti has been carved into its body, and several notices have been nailed onto its chest, back, and head.
It's the community.
No!
board.
It's the cork board.
Yeah.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
Examine the corpse. Despite the many stitches, the corpse's rotting skin is peeling in several places, revealing long stretches of muscle and bone. You'd guess that the zombie is frequently used as target practice. The fruit and mud stains aside, some of the tears in the skin still have rocks and bits of glass lodged in them. One wicked-looking cobblestone is still embedded in the side of its head. I would like to pry out the cobblestone. Grab a hold of the cobblestone and pull it out of the corpse's head. Traces of brain matter and rotting flesh slowly drip from it. Looks like whatever was in its head turned to ooze long ago. Sure, let's see what's posted. If it's got one of those things where you tear off with a number. Yeah. A number of the leaflets have been ruined by rain, but some of them are still legible. One tacked to its back is from something called the Office of Vermin and Disease Control. The one on its forehead looks like a bill of fare for a restaurant. Eat at Joe's. One on his chest looks like an official notice, and another appears to be some sort of want ad.
Okay. We gotta look at all of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the post. Look at the post for Office of Vermin and Disease Control. What else can we get? Okay, yeah. Show me all of these. Let's start with a want ad, actually. Wanted, able-bodied person willing to investigate a matter of the utmost importance to the Dustman cause. Will offer suitable compensation upon successful completion of said task. Interest in parties inquire with Initiate Norocht at the Gathering Dust Bar. I mean, the Office of Vermin and Disease Control. To those hive citizens wishing gainful employ with the most honorable and generous sigil government. I love this immediately. The most onerous and generous sigil government. Inquire forthwith at Office of Vermin and Disease Control to help stem plague of brain rats. Bounties paid. Copper given for each rat tail brought. Tails must be genuine and from rat only. No cat, dog, or fiend tail accepted. Don't worry, Anna, you're safe. Office several streets south and west of Mortuary Gate in Lower Hive. Ask for official inspector in charge, the respected Phineas T. Lort, the 39th. I love it. Bill of fare. Someone has posted a bill of fare for the Gathering Dust Bar, but the bill of fare cannot be read, as the words Smoldering Corpse Bar have been scrawled in charcoal over the bill. The zombie immediately jerks its left arm upwards and points to the southeast. A moment later, the arm falls back to its side with a thump.
Love it.
Amazing. I wonder if this would work with the other notices. All right, let's try official notice. Public notice, by the order of the Judiciary Council and in accordance with the citizenry of Sigil, let it be known those defacing a... It's an anti-graffiti notice. Let it be known those defacing a registered servant of the Dustmen, either by graffiti, malicious attack, or by posting notices, will constitute felonious assault, and the perpetrator will be answerable for the vandalism of said servant. Amazing. Don't those kinds of bounty programs lead to people breeding pests to turn in? Yes. Examine the other notices. Show me the graffiti. Graffiti runs from obscenities about the Dustmen to slogans glorifying what appear to be local gangs. One piece of graffiti catches your eye. Someone has carved the name Farid on the corpse's left arm, then slashed an X across it. Farid?
My journal.
Zombie immediately jerks its left arm upwards and points far to the west and downwards. A moment later, the arm falls back to its side with a thump. Thank you. That was very helpful. Hey, Bedard. Don't worry, we just got started on account of technical issues, as per usual. All right, where did I saw? Let's see here. Mortai Gravesend. Was it this guy? No. Oh, there you are. Narached. You see Narached. He's pulling one of his spikes of hair and using it to scratch a spot on his face. You can't help but think he'd look a lot better with dreadlocks. Interesting. Chat with Emmerich one more time just to remind myself. The problem with cranium rats is the more you have in one place, the smarter they get. Yeah.
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 Fun.
Yeah.
Play one as a.
You got to.
Once.
You got to play a cranium rat?
Yeah.
Just one, or like a hive?
Well, is there a difference?
I get fair.
I had spells.
Da-da-da-da-da. Journal. Alright. I was gonna see if I could re-ask the location. I think the zombie outside just gave us the detail.
Maybe.
So ultimately we're going west, it sounds like. But first,
All right.
curious
Weren't you
about.
gonna talk to the guy whose name starts with an N?
Yeah, it just did.
Oh, okay.
It didn't let me talk to him. It just said leave him be. Because we'd already talked to him. I assume. Okay, so here we go. Sevtai. Attacked a few blocks directly south of the mortuary. Probably find these starved dogs there. Alright. We got that going on. And then there's also this gate. The spectral figure materializes from the gloom of the passageway ahead, quickly moves to block your path. Floats before you, its once human features twisted in a mask of rage. Defilers! Leave this place at once! What's good? Leave now, its booming voice echoes down the halls. This place is forbidden to the living. Leave while you still can. If I tell you that I'm not living, does that let me through? I have some questions first. Seek your answers elsewhere. This place is a sanctuary for the dead. Shall not permit their slumber to be disturbed by the intrusion of yet another insolent mortal. Another? Has someone else been here? If you must know, yes. There is another intruder who even now continues to violate the sanctity of these hallowed halls. I could take care of that for you. The souls of my brothers and sisters cry out for peace. Why don't you drive this intruder away? I cannot. Coward has sealed himself within the inner chamber of the mausoleum. He's erected powerful wards that bar my entrance into the chamber. It is from there that he calls upon his dark arts to awaken my brethren and bends them to his will. Perhaps I could help? Spear remains silent for several long moments. You can almost feel the weight of his lifeless gaze upon you. Yes, you might prevail where I have failed. If you will pledge to rid me of this blackguard, I shall grant you passage. What say you? I'll do it.
Dated my journal.
So be it. But take heed, tread lightly in these halls, lest you join the others in eternal rest. Could do with getting some rest, if I'm honest. So, just kind of poke around. Love all of these just gorgeous little like set designs. Ow! I was just saying how much I liked you. Rude. Oh, hello? It's just a whole lot of whiffing.
See that?
Oh, oh no. Okay, that was us critting them. This could take a while.
Did you see that?
Unless Mort keeps critting, in which case it won't take very long at all.
Look,
Go for the eyes, boo.
he's gonna gum him to death, is what he's gonna do.
Did you see that?
Hooray. Alright, now I gotta get... Should sell some stuff. Oh, we got to keep the cobblestone? Sure.
It might be useful.
Sure. Alright. Where's... Okay, first of all, making sure we're alone. We are. There. This one's the resistance one. It's for fire resistance. I should have sold stuff before coming in here, but it's probably fine. If I can give these to you. Yeah, and then here. Perfect. Love it. I'm a little worried that we're going to run into more traps here. Don't know if it's worth collecting rags, but I don't know that it's not. Bandages. Very good. Hot charm. Wonderful. All right. Yeah. Beautiful. Sigil is indeed open to the sky, like a city-sized ringworld or halo. Okay, good. I made a good comparison last time. You can see the other side of the city arcing above you. Yeah, they showed it this beautiful, when we stepped out of the mortuary, upward shot. Does that mean there's a non-spireward meridian where both directions are spireward?
Not really. The spire, think of it like a ring on top of a mountain.
Think of it
The
like a ring
spire
on top
part
of a mountain.
is towards the mass of it, and that's like the only thing that really like stands out is there's spire in one direction.
Yeah. Money.
If you ever see a description of the Outlands, it's the spire in the middle of the Outlands.
Where did you come from? Whoop. Yep.
Damn it! Did you see that?
And just continue saving. I did love that we learned last time that they stagger the quick saves in the Enhanced Edition, which is just a wonderful quality of life update. Picture Sigil as a tire laying on its side on the ground. The side closest to the sky would be spikeward. Closest to the ground is downward. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
This map is a lot bigger than I initially gave it credit for. Thank you both for the explanations, by the way. I appreciate having lore hounds.
Oh, there's a reason this is one of my favorite games, and I just haven't gotten to play very much in it. I'm kind of hoping that this game bites you, and we get a Planescape game.
Planescape has always been a very intimidating setting to me because there's just so much to it.
Yeah.
And I don't meet a lot of people who are medium fans of Planescape.
To be honest, seriously consider doing a Hive-based game that basically boils down to Chinatown.
Mm-hmm.
But
She's my sister and my mother. What about the Lady of Pain?
Oh no!
Heart Charm. Oh, that's huge. Okay, definitely keep that. That's a big heal. Oh, hello. No. Well, too late now.
Good thing you
A
just
lot of
got
whiffing.
healed.
A lot of whiffing.
Damn.
I watched someone playing through, I think it was Fallout 1. And it's a very similar thing where it's like, you'll just sort of stand 10 feet away from each other, shooting and missing and shooting and missing and shooting and missing. And then eventually someone wins. It's very true to the system. Near death? Funny thing to say about a skeleton, but I know what you mean. The fact that we have some manner of fast healing definitely helps.
Have increased.
The two most divisive AD&D settings were probably this and Dragonlance.
Yeah.
Everything I've ever learned about Dragonlance sounds divisive.
Yeah. You either like these settings or you don't.
Hmm.
There's not much in between.
I mean, my very first experience with tabletop roleplay, period, was Dark Sun. So I'm very familiar with sort of going off the beaten path. What? No, no. Oh, well, too late. Whee!
They never did a Dark Sun
Yeah.
game, did they?
Oh, like a video game?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Huh.
Mort gets to level up. Fantastic. We'll take it. Alright.
Done.
So we don't have a thief. Where are you getting the fast healing? I don't know. Actually, hang on. We can... here. Slower, saving throws, unused weapons. Currently affected by nothing.
Nah, it's just you. You're special with that.
Considering that I, like, snapped my own neck in a bar and then got back up earlier, I'm guessing, yeah, see, that it just keeps doing that. And Mort is not getting the same healing, so it's something with us. Nameless one naturally heals quickly, even faster with high constitution. About that.
You're gonna have fun.
Yeah. Bone charm. That's what it says on the tin. Ooh. Alright. Put that in the bin. Rags. Let's take a look at these. Let me get rid of these. There. Okay. Looks like we're most of the way through the map. I got a constitution of like 21 in one playthrough, and I was healing 1 point every second and a half.
Die.
Ooh, that was cool. The Icewind Dale playthrough that I started between last stream and this one, just because I was jonesing so hard for these kind of combat systems. I've been extremely lucky because I started as a dwarven fighter cleric, specialized in hammers, and I like immediately got multiple special hammers, which feels very good. Hycon in this game lets you strangely steamroll a couple bosses that are normally fairly tough. I love that. You know, hon, the worst thing actually about this is that if I end up liking this game enough, I'm probably going to finally get Baldur's Gate 3.
Damn it.
Is that a problem?
No. Well, it might be a problem. It depends on how much I like Baldur's Gate 3. More likely, I'll just immediately start another Planescape Torment playthrough off-stream and, like, go a thief route or full fighter build.
Die.
Yeah. Alright, we've gotten a couple of exits. I'm just going to keep exploring. Yep. Alright, so we got one over here. We got one over here. Also have Baldur's Gate 3, not very far into it. I have managed to avoid... I've gotten through cultural osmosis a handful of what I assume are spoilers. Mostly I just know, like, the personalities of the characters, but I haven't watched any streams of it or played it at all. So I'm excited to just sort of go into it knowing almost nothing about it. So. Oh, you and Mox played it together. I love that. I do know that it's got... Or at least it did at launch. I don't know if they changed it. It had some weird, like, multiplayer things where essentially you would have a save file that was locked to those people being on. I don't know if that's still the case.
Gone.
But I remember hearing about some of the sort of awkward logistics of multiplayer with it when it first came out. From what I know of Baldur's Gate 3, it has a lot of Planescape DNA in it. Well, that's definitely not helping me not get the game. Eh. That's true, because there's, isn't Lae'zel like a Githyanki? I think it's the deal.
I thought she was Githzerai.
Or Githzerai. Is Gith.
Gith. It's some flavor of Gith.
Which are Astral Plane?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Save. It starts on the plane ship. That's the prologue. Right. Like, you wake up, and it's like, surprise, you have a brainworm, and then that's the whole thing.
Did you see that?
Be sure you call her Githzerai. Fabulous. So yeah, Githyanki.
Okay. Again, my understanding, very much from the outside, is that you don't want to get those two mixed up. They fixed most of the co-op bugs. Hell yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
Damn it.
We have so many bandages. Alright, wonderful.
All right.
Doop. Silver ring. You a little bit. Wonderful. Alright, yeah, let's go down this way. Different gifts are like Mets fans and Yankees fans. I hope that's true. Okay, we got another exit. In that they're both terrible and also hate each other. You might occasionally get banished to the realm of Naked Man. I don't know what that means, but I love it. Ah, yes, the bear dimension. The realm of the realm of Naked Men is the error room. Perfect. I remember the series from the late 90s, The Pretender. That sounds so familiar. I gotta look this up and see if the visuals jog my memory. And, we still fighting this guy? We're still fighting this guy.
Die.
There we go. Hey, alright. It's gonna be a moment to heal while... Oh, this font is very familiar. Oh, hang on. Camera is very familiar. Craig Van Sickle? A genius imposter able to quickly master the complex skill sets necessary to impersonate a member of any profession. Right, it's Psych before Psych. This sounds vaguely familiar. I think, weirdly, a lot of my knowledge of it comes from watching Psych and then making self-deprecating jokes about their having borrowed from it. Michael Weiss, the protagonist from Pretender, is the voice of the Nameless One. Fantastic. It's still one of my favorite things is recognizing voice actors and being like, where do I know you from? At some point I should probably... Well, no, we're not out of space yet. We'll make those hard decisions later. I was going to say, at some point I should probably get rid of the things that we may not need anymore. Okay, looks like we've gone everywhere.
We gotta keep the rock design though. Like, I'm sure that'll be useful somewhere, right?
I do want to keep the cobblestone for as long as possible, like the snowball from Undertale. Okay, this does appear to have some form of magic on the piping. That's probably fine. Hang on. Alright, as long as we're here and we have all these bandages... Nope, wrong one. You healed up? There we go. Now I feel a little comfortier. Hello? Strahan Rune Shadow. See a mid-sized man in long robes of deep black. His hair is neatly coiffed, and an impeccably trimmed goatee complements his handsome features.
So
He's the
he's
bad guy
evil,
from
right?
Flash Gordon. Noticing your arrival, he puts down the book he was writing in and strides confidently over to you, smiling. Impressive! I must admit, I never thought you would make it this far. I'm glad to have disappointed you. Are you the one responsible for all the Walking Dead? Who I am is I'm going for the most, like, Skeletor voice I can. Who I am is of no consequence to you. What I want is the question that should concern you most. As he speaks, he looks you up and down, as if somehow fascinated by you. What you want doesn't interest me. I'm here to kill you. Boring conversation anyway. Yeah, sure, I'll play ball. What do you want? I want your blood. What a coincidence! I've come for your blood as well! Is that some kind of threat? The man starts to answer, but stops himself abruptly. An evil smile spreads across his face, and he begins to laugh. Yes, I suppose it is. Continues to laugh even harder at his own private joke. You notice that... Is it private? We kind of made it. It's not important. You notice his hands have begun to move at his side. Slowly they flip back and forth, tracing intricate patterns in the air. Kill this man. Get it.
Die. Damn.
Not gonna lie, this seems bad. Alright, lesson learned. Next time we attack first. Where are you going, buddy? Did we get feared? We might have gotten feared. Yep, we got feared. Well, Mort, you're on your own. Good luck, bud. Still feared. Hey, Bob. Okay, I love the visual effects on the magic here. Oh yeah, we're toast. Yeah. There we go. That's the important one. All right. Aren't you always? Let's go ahead and take that big healing there, bud. Beautiful. Yeah. Let's have you guys gang up. Oh, never mind.
All right.
Sweet. We just killed the big guy. This is a load-bearing villain. Fantastic. All right. I love the easy ones. Bracelet. Scroll. We have our first spell. Also, whatever's in here. We have our second spell and our third spell. And a die. Oh, yeah. And also, we're out of inventory space. All right. Go ahead and leave this alone. Leave this alone. That alone.
Mort enabled now, but he's using it right now.
Whatever. Get rid of that. Move this out of the way. Yeah, hang on to all of our spells, please. And Rock. Call our friend here Rock Hudson. Can we identify it? No. You stay here. Well, for this. Dagger! Dagger, dagger, dagger. Uh-huh. Okay. That's all trash. Strayhead's diary. Its leather-bound tome is cracked and worn with age. Some sort of crust has been burned into the cover. You can make out a series of interlocking triangles centered around the initials SR. The spell resistance. The writing upon its pages has faded considerably, but the last few entries seem to have been penned recently. Day 2 of the 127th year of Factol Hashkar's reign. Pardon me. At last I've found it. The missing page of the Aptar Grimoire is now in my possession. As I had guessed, the page detailed the necessary components for the casting of a final transformation spell. I have all but one of the components. A drop of an immortal's blood. Okay, they recognize this as an immortal. That's probably good? Maybe bad. Drop of an immortal's blood is all that stands between me and the eternal power of lichdom. Oh, of course, you're one of thems. Where I can find such a rarity. Perhaps I should seek the answer through divination. Day 14. After days of taxing divination spells, I finally have my answers. Divination revealed the location of an immortal to be somewhere within an ancient mausoleum, located in the hive of Sigil. I must make haste. I must find this creature and draw its blood before it moves on. I have arrived at the mausoleum. Immediately I was set upon by a shade that guards the remains of those interred within this place. I managed to elude the spirit and found my way into what appears to have been some sort of inner sanctum, protected by some minor wards to prevent any further interruptions by that supernatural twit. I have set about raising some of the locals. Raising some of the locals is a hell of a sentence. To conduct a search for the immortal. If the divination was accurate and the immortal is here, then likely it is interred within one of the many crypts that line these halls. It's only a matter of time now. Speaking of time. Actually, no, I got 30 seconds. I'm not alone. Someone has entered the mausoleum and is interfering with my servants. Could this be the one I seek? The divination revealed only that I would find the immortal here. Could it be that my presence in this place has prompted that which I seek to seek me out? What a delightful twist! I shall have to... The ink of this last entry is still wet. Hooray, on that note, with 15 seconds to spare, I'm going to run our first ad break, 3 minutes of ads to knock out pre-rolls for the next hour or so. And then we'll come back to this nonsense and check in with our rock and make sure that it's still feeling safe and loved.
I feel that he got the date wrong.
Mm-hmm. See you in a few minutes.
In character.
Aha! Okay. I might have fixed it. This is the only place in the game that explicitly specifies the year Torment takes place, and they got it wrong. Because I noticed that it specified the reign of a particular factal.
I choose to believe that the Lich, wannabe Lich,
That Strahan.
screwed it up this much.
Mhm.
He got it wrong.
That's fair. Could be like a Pope and anti-Pope situation. That's a skull. Nope, we've already got one. 2, technically. Oh, that's the button I was missing. Tab. It's tab on PC. To show all the interactables. That's very nice. Did he put out a hit on himself to lure you to his lair? I do appreciate that. Essentially, he came here looking for us and didn't realize until just that moment that it was his coming here that gave us the quest that led us to come here, that led to him finding us. Which is very Kung Fu Panda, and I love it. As you step into the corridor, the guardian spirit materializes before you. Its ghostly countenance regards you benevolently. I thank you. You have done me a great service. The spirits of my charges sleep quietly once again. Go in peace, friend. The apparition fades away, leaving you alone in the deserted halls of the mausoleum.
Updated my journal.
Ooh.
I'm gone.
Updated my journal. I'm gone. Well, we have a couple of other spots that I do kind of want to check out while we're here. Now that we have taken care of the big problem. There go our little dots. Whee! Uh-huh. Oh! It's a shortcut! It shoots and ladders. Okay, never mind. Okay. I think we've been everywhere, so let's... They made a shortcut. That's so good. I was like, we have 2 other rooms. No, you don't. We move. We found a bar. We didn't actually like find a shop, did we? Probably check on that. That's the person who's casting spells. That's the monument. Yeah, is there a marketplace? So let's go back in here and clear out this last little portion of the map we haven't done yet. Thank you, Dabus. Okay. Yep, 2 corpses, everything's fine. Why are there turkey basters all over the map? The little map pins, I do appreciate the coloration of them to stand out very nicely. I think the ones in Icewind Dale, even in the Enhanced Edition, are just like pure orange. And sometimes they blend into the map depending on the color of the map. Okay, so... Southeastern, I think this gets us closer to one of the other quests that we were looking at. Which was the Chaosman. We have so many professionals.
I'm gone.
We have a tout. This attractive, scantily clad woman calls out to you as she makes her approach. Pardon me, good sir. Pardon. You seem to be a bit lost, if I may be so bold. Could you require the services of a tout, perchance? Only a single copper, sir. Sure, here's a copper. I thank ye, sir. 'Tis jink well spent. She pockets the copper coin. There's 2 gates leading from here. Both are on the westernmost side of the area. One in the north, one in the south. 2 places you may wish to visit are the Smoldering Corpse Bar and a tattoo parlor. Lastly, there's a set of buildings oftentimes called the Tenement of Thugs. A dangerous place, sir. Where's the tattoo parlor? Oh, got it. Each question is a copper. That's good.
Look,
Parlor.
she gotta make rent.
It's valuable information. I'm not complaining. It's just I'm understanding how the system works. Parlor's at the eastern end of this area. Dome building with wrought iron mesh atop it. Its entrance faces southwest. That's all I wish to know. Thanks. Boop, boop, boop. Is that a centaur? That is a centaur.
Might not be a centaur.
Okay.
Could be a barrier.
It is a barrier, but I'm approximating. Much as this creature's body is a combination of man and ram, his head is a mix of sorts, with a broad, flat nose, goat ears, and a pair of curling horns. Intricate designs are shaved into his dirty pelt, and a massive four-flanged polearm hangs from his belt harness. He doesn't seem to notice you. Down here. Turns to face you with startling speed, his eyes dark and suspicious of you. His voice is deep and rumbling, not quite human, and heavily accented. What do you want, Two Legs? His hand is close to his polearm. Only to speak with you. I had some questions. Seems to calm down. His hand drops away from his weapon. Still keeps a certain distance from you, however. What do you wish to ask me? Why are you so wary of me? Is this place a wretched, unclean place? It's full of unfriendly, sometimes desperate people. Not the best place for a living barrier, Two Legs. I have business here, though, and so I am here, and so here I am. What are you here for? Another time, Two Legs. If we ever meet in the happier place, I shall tell you all about it. You said you were visiting. You don't live here? No, Two Legs. No barrier could live like this. Where are you from? From the plains of Eastgard. They are my home. He smiles for a moment in recollection as if warmed by the memory. I have another question for you. About the slums, something about the city. Can you tell me about the Lady of Pain? Do you know someone named Farad? Just gonna try and stay on task for at least a little bit. I know a few people here, Two Legs. This Farad is not one of them. Friend of yours? I don't know, really. Missing a journal. Have you seen one, or do you know where I might find one? No, Two Legs. Nothing like that. Alright, farewell then. Again, I'm looking for anybody who looks like they might have a name. A collector. Not a name, but a title. Close enough. This man is draped in filthy, tattered brown robes, a long hood concealing most of his face. Hello. You see his eyes narrow beneath his hood, and he takes a step back. What do you want? What are you doing? I'm looking for some damn bodies is what I'm trying to do. You'd think the dead powers had packed up their kip and left the plains. But people are staying healthy and all. We had a pox last month, and it was a glorious time, it was. Bodies stinking to high heavens. Plenty of jink to be had, too. Why are you looking for bodies? Well, you haul the blighters to mortuary. There you talk with the dusties, haggle a little, and get a few bits of jink. Why do dustmen buy the bodies? They gather the dead, it's their job. They pay us to cover more area and bring any bodies we find him. Then we make sure the blighter's body goes to the proper place or gets cremated. They're all serious about it. They're Barnaby philosophy, but it just means more jink for me.
And less.
I had some questions.
So much less pestilence and disease. Smell. Like, there's reasons.
Is he a guard or a barrier to entry? Terrible. Barrier barrister, also good. Looking for a man named Farad? Look around you, Cutter. Don't make enough jink to go lighten up the dark for nothing. Now take a bit of coin, it will, if you want the chant. We have like $100. I'm gonna start with the middle option. Toss him 5 coppers. Ask. Good enough. Looking for a man named Farad. Farad, what about him? He seems suddenly wary. Why? Farad. Ragpicker Square is Sharegraves, me boss's territory. Farad and his dogs came in whiles back and tried to oust us. We fought him off, we did. So they're all hiding somewhere. We still catch one of the lads now and then, around the square. Usually we turn him into a quick spot of jink in the mortuary, the pike and sods. Tell me about Sharegrave. He's me boss. Casts a shadow over a whole mess of collectors he does. I'd stay away from him unless you got right good cause to talk to the man. Never spoke with him personally myself. Cool. That's it.
Totally normal.
Yeah, it seems like a healthy relationship. I have a feeling we're going to run into Farad, and it's going to be like the courier guy from Fallout 4, where it's like you have 0 friends. You have a name, and you're giggling. 2 good reasons to talk to you. Hi. You see a thin man with stained clothes, a hooked nose, 2 stubby horns jutting from his forehead. He is stumbling about and muttering to himself. He stinks of brine, vomit, and cheap wine. Ahoy hoy. Eh? What is it? What? Never mind. Sorry to bother you. Well, you seem important. Hopefully we'll run into you later. Another name.
There are a lot more in
Why did you guys just become hostile? Why are you kill on sight? You see a young woman dressed in a tight leather bodice and leggings. She smells faintly of cheap perfume, and her face, though pretty, is painted with garish makeup. She smiles coyly as she sees you. Seeking some company, love? No, but I do have questions. Sorry, I don't stand here to answer questions and pass her by. Sure you wouldn't like a little company? No. Although apparently I'm about to have some. I appreciate everyone else has just like gotten their knives out and is just sort of waiting to see how this goes, which I think is fair.
Damn it. Did you see that?
Well, I got my money back. Yeah, I really gotta find a place to sell stuff. Barking Wilder.
Ooh!
Ooh? Wild-eyed man is hunched over, snarling and giving low growls. Looks like he hasn't trimmed his hair in years. So long it forms a veil over his eyes. He has a long, stringy mustache caked with grease and sweat, and the tips of the mustache droop so much that they may have become tangled in his ragged beard. Growl at him. Har, har, har. Man stops in mid-snarl. He reaches up to part the curtain of hair that covers his eyes. As his withered hand pulls away his dirty locks, several strange, puce-colored bugs fall from his hair and scatter across the cobbles. Calming. Behind the cloak of hair, the man's flesh is moon-pale and creased with wrinkles. His thick, bushy eyebrows form a V as he stares at you. And, I take the moonfly, too? Not today. I had some questions. Take your hand and fly to the moon? Not today, my friend. Moon, moons, snoom, noob? Snarl at him, then start barking. Tilt your head to one side as if studying him. Man frowns, but his eyebrows tilt upward in a reverse V, creating a bizarre expression. You have no idea how he accomplished the facial expression, but it makes you uncomfortable watching the muscles beneath his face shift into the new pattern. Can't tell whether he's angry, curious, both, or neither. Singe kiss speak a man, answers prefer a wood woman heart. A single kiss speaks a woman's heart, but a man's answer is what you would prefer? Very well, then. Know this. My answer is a question, and an answer from you is what I would prefer. The man seems mesmerized by your voice. With every word you speak, a light flickers in his eyes. Barking wilder am I am. A wanting, asking a, may you may? You may and I will. Who or what are you? Chaos. He stutters out the word. Chaos. As if having difficulty getting his tongue around it. Some say Chaositex. I say Sitectus Suk. Chaos men. Men no. Nem no. Men yes. 3 no's make a yes.
This is a Chaos Man done right.
This is Harold the Chocolate. Chaos men. Hop along home. A faction it is, yet we are alone. I had some other questions. Question. Do not shun the question. Are you one of the Chaos Men? May I join the Chaos Men? I'm looking for a man named Farad. You know him? Farad? Not fair, not odd. Lost not, help not. Maybe you lose him first, then ask me. Then fair odds it'll be. To lose him, I'd have to find him first. I have some other questions. Are you one of the Chaos Men? Okay, good. That's the same thing. Join. Looking for a journal? I heard a strange sound of wind chimes. He frowns, squints his eyes shut, then opens them back up. When he speaks again, his voice is level and straightforward. It's like a different, saner person is speaking. The effect is eerie. More than one lost, more than one must you find. Each part of you had one, so more than one must you find. Oh my god.
Yeah. I love
Okay.
yeah.
He blinks and shakes his head for a moment as if surprised at himself, then chuckles uneasily. Can you tell me where at least one of them is?
Dated my journal.
Which one? Looks like he's about to object, then suddenly his left fist comes up and smacks him in the temple. He howls in response, then suddenly stops, blinking. One is in a cupboard in your guest room in the Hall of the Sensates. Another is in the walls of a tomb sealed deep beneath the city where the stones weep. The others are... Before he can finish, his right fist comes up and smashes him in the face, causing him to yowl again. He blinks and shakes his head for a moment as if surprised at himself, then smiles uneasily. Okay. Hall of the Sensates, where's that? Holds up his hands. He doesn't seem to recall what you just said. Sarcophagus beneath the city? Where? Points upward with a hopeful expression. There? Doesn't seem to know, and for some reason you believe him. Where are the other journals you mentioned? Other places, maybe? Great job, buddy. Proud of you. No asking today. Farewell. Well, that's a tree with one snap branch too many. No sense in chatting with Chaositex, Chief. They're a bonny bunch.
He just dropped the entire plot.
Mort,
Goal.
we got such a big from this person. From Barking Wilder. Thought I might be able to learn something from him. Never mind, let's go. Yes, but we did. We did learn something. It's fine. We know this. Doesn't matter if the play... Oh, stop, Hive Thugs. Stop it. You're gonna run out of thugs.
No.
That's fair. Ow.
Damn.
It wasn't quite, I broke the tooth of the worm god in the sun that eats ghosts. True. That Ghost Song was a good game. I think that's also... Yeah, that's all of our inventory now filled up. Yeah, that's right, run. Don't be here when I come out. Belle! Hi?
Ooh. Of course it's Fells.
I don't even know what that means.
You'll see.
This strange-looking chair seems to be where the patron sits. Fair enough. You see a Dabus, but something about it strikes you as odd. It has the same shock of white hair, the same greenish cast to its skin, the same pair of goat horns. And suddenly you realize this one is walking on the ground, not floating. For some reason, that makes you uneasy. I had some questions for you. Dabus waits. Who are you? I love the projected writing, the Rebuses. As you're about to ask, you suddenly realize that you already know the Davos' name. His name is Fel. As if in response, the Davos inclines his head slightly and a lone symbol appears above his head. It's blurry at first, then resolves into a white oval with a black lightning bolt through it. Uh-huh. I feel like I know you, Fel. Fel bows reverently, and a stream of symbols swirl about his head, rotating clockwise, then counterclockwise. It takes you a moment to translate. This is the first time, and not the first time, you have come to this place. Hello, my new old friend. Do you know who I am? Another series of symbols materialize quickly and sharply into focus above Fel's head. The translation comes to you just as quickly and sharply as the symbols themselves, and as if you have translated the exact same string many times before. Start to piece it together. Yes, but I'm not permitted to tell your story. Why not?
Dated my journal.
For a moment, there's no response from Fel. Then a stream of rebuses appear as if trickling out of Fel's mind. My apologies. I cannot. I cannot change the nature of a man. You can't explain why, but the last sentence sends a crawling sensation through your skull. Nature of a man? What does that mean? Symbols appear above Fel almost mirror the previous stream. My apologies. I cannot say. Okay, other question. What is this place? fleshing themselves into breathtaking colors. This is where I tattoo color and life upon... This is the tattoo shop! Upon flesh and bone. Can I see what tattoos you have? Oh no, I can't sell you things. Damn. Can you identify stuff for me? No. Damn. Alright, well, let's... Tattoo of the Restless Dead. This tattoo recognizes your efforts to calm the restless dead of the mausoleum. You may draw upon their gratitude to bless yourself or your companions. Neat! Tattoo of the Skull? Bell's Tattoo Parlor used to be in the Market Ward, but now it's in the Hive Ward because why not? Listen, sometimes we have to kind of shrink and smush things. Tattoo of the Skull. Save for paralyzation, +1 to luck. +1 to charisma, and -1 to wisdom. Ha ha ha. For all of Mort's faults, having him as a companion makes you seem more capable and not so much of a stranger. Stabber 2 reinforces that bond.
Comparison.
It's, yeah, that's damning with faint praise. +1 Thaco. +1 damage. +1 strength. Insight is intelligence. Hell yeah. Alright, well, we can save up for that. Wonderful, wonderful. Bella, it was great to meet you. Hang on, do you have any other questions for you? What lies behind that curtain, Fel? It is my gallery. Your discarded skins are my canvas. I admire you. I am saddened for you. Why? The mark of torment. They said the thing. The mark of torment lies upon your flesh. Tragedies and loss have built themselves upon it, like stones upon a foundation. You have endured great pain. Yeah, apparently there's a novel written on my back. What do you mean? I admire you because you have never surrendered to the weight of these losses, despite the fact their chains hang on you still. These losses blanket this life and all of your past ones. You shed lives like a molting serpent. You are exploring the infinite paths of life. Uh-huh. Take with you this warning. Each of your lives casts a shadow on existence. You must travel to a place where these shadows have gone mad and regrets have scarred the earth. Cool. That's easy. Yeah, okay, no problem. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anything else? Do not sign anything. Yes! Oh, fantastic. Message received. Do you feel complete? Truth, I don't. Ever since I woke up in the mortuary, I feel like something's missing. That is none of your concern. Lie. I feel complete. Yes, why? Why do you ask? That's so... What a weird question. I'm the most complete person there ever was. No, I don't. You are strong. Keep faith, and you shall become whole again. Thanks, Fel. I don't know why, but you're my favorite now. Sorry, Morty. Well, that was unexpectedly emotional. Definitely come back here once I've sold some stuff. Oh, hi? Wild-eyed man is hunched over, barking and howling at the top of his lungs. Oh, good, we found them. He's almost naked, but the dirt and filth covering him gives him more the semblance of modesty.
He's just pretending that he's barking wilder. He's not.
Hello? The man whirls on you and gives a low growl. He draws out a growl for a few seconds and starts barking violently. You can hear answering barks. I said greeting. Snarl back at him, baring your teeth. The man's barking ends with a snarl, and he leaps at you. Alright. I came here to pay you guys back anyway.
Damn it.
I'm hurt.
Yeah, I'm noticing that. Sorry, buddy. Actually, let's do one of these. Ow!
I'm hurt.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
hurt.
trying not to use all of my healing, but at the same time, I don't want to die, so...
Any fight you can walk away from.
Okay. Well... I don't need this. Oh, hey, a rat charm. Oh, but -1 charisma because you're carrying a rat tail. Well, that's a shame. Meanwhile,
Die.
one more.
Damn.
We're being watched, Chief.
Okay, so we were just unlucky in that fight.
I'm gone.
Casual.
Hearing. Hmm. Yeah, we got so many bronze rings. All right. Still need to find somewhere to sell stuff. This guy that ran away from me, yeah. Pardon me, folks. More rings. Orange Retreats. A great name. See a tired-looking, sorrowful old man who is gazing at the ash-dead tree in front of him. He's mumbling to himself and tapping his chin as if trying to figure something out. Occasionally, he shakes his head sadly. What's the news, friend? Seems momentarily startled as you interrupt his train of thought. Speaks in a calm, unhurried tone, but one full of sadness. Oh, greetings to you too, friend. How does this day find you? We didn't die, so that finds me well. That's good, friend. I hope your good fortune continues. How's this day find you? Fortune finds me well, though I'm saddened just the same. How come? It's the trees here, in the hive. They're dying, friend, and no one cares. It may not matter to some, but it's important to me. I feel like it's a shame to see the last tatters of life and beauty in this ward left uncared for to die. Can you understand that? All things die in time, why concern yourself with the when and how of it? Unless the trees are of use to us somehow. No, but it is sad.
Nobody did Dusty.
Right, no, exactly. The Dustman left a bad impression right out of the gate. I'm not saying I'm anti-Dustman. Well, I'm a little anti-Dustman.
Free league! Free,
Free
league!
league, free league. Really? Oh, I mean, wonderful. Perhaps you would... Pauses and seems suddenly suspicious. Recomposes himself, speaking in his usual slow manner. In any case, that's good. I suppose you have some questions for me now. No, not just yet. What is it you were going to ask?
The adventurer's number here.
Yeah, it's one of those genre-savvy NPCs. For the first time, the man seems genuinely happy, beaming. He explains, it's difficult for anything to survive here. Just look around, you'll see what I mean, friend. I'm not sure it's possible for the trees to thrive here, even if they somehow were to get enough light and clean water. But if enough people care, really want them to live,
Yeah.
I just know they'll survive. Turn green again and flourish. You could be right. I am right, I'm certain of it. A sense of conviction surrounds him like an aura. He seems so unlike the man you first spoke to. That's all I'd ask of you, friend. Just care for them, hope for their recovery. In time, should enough people want it, it will come to pass. Can you do that for me, friend? Yes, I'll help. Lie. Yes, I'll help. This will not stop making me chuckle every time. Yes, I will help. Excellent, my friend. Excellent. Ah, thank you. You've given me back my confidence, my purpose. Perhaps I can find others like you who'll listen. Perhaps we'll make a difference. What about your companions, friend? Would you speak to them on my behalf? Mort? Get in here. Huh? Oh, yeah, Chief, sure, whatever you say. I'm serious, Mort. Can you make the effort? I can. If it's that important to you, I'll do it. Thanks. I had some questions, Morn. Who are you? Why are all the trees dying? Would you tell me about this place? Ferret? Sorry, friend. When I first came here, I spoke to many people, and I don't remember anyone by that name. Journal? Can't recall seeing one anywhere. Where do you last remember having it? Don't know. Couldn't say. Very well. Well. There's their bar. Spell's parlor. Oh, warehouse. Go to the warehouse. Probably should be quick saving more often. I'm so out of the habit of old school RPGs.
I'm gone.
Okay. Oh, hello. Moving from box to box, this man seems to be totally immersed in counting boxes and scribbling results down on a piece of parchment. Looks annoyed as you interrupt him. What is it now? Can't you see I'm busy taking inventory? Go bother someone else. I didn't mean to interrupt, sorry.
Sorry, bad road.
I keep expecting Farah to be off hunting for Jesus. Oh my god, really?
Done.
What if I just leave? What if I just leave? I just leave.
Look, clearly you're a wanted man.
Your name isn't Farad, I have no quarrel with you. Also, I have no inventory space to hold any loot from you, so I'm leaving. Can I sell stuff at the bar? Let's find out. Worst case, we're going to go into that weird little hidey hole and just dump a whole bunch of gems and jewelry into a thing. Into a barrel so we can find it later. It's... This female corpse is dressed in a heavy burlap shirt covered with food and wine stains. Her lips have been stitched closed and her arms and legs are wrapped in several layers of bandages. The bandages seem to have been soaked in preservatives to keep the corpse fresh. As a result, the corpse's rotting odor has been replaced with an equally repulsive vinegar smell. So, doing anything later?
No.
I'm not giving Mort the satisfaction.
No.
As you turn away, you notice Mort staring at you. Eh? And that's why we didn't do it. Did you see the way that cadaverous beauty was staring at me? Ah, she's looking at some lucky... She was looking for some lucky cutter to thaw her coffin.
Oh my god.
That blank-eyed beyond the grave stare. But are you blind? She was counting me out. It's the shameless way she wanted me. Wanted you to go away, maybe. She was obviously distracted by me to pay attention to some stupid... I'm not going to have a competition with this man. This head.
The skull.
I think you're imagining things. She's a zombie, a corpse, a dead person. Probably didn't even register her to her senses. I think you and your imagination need some time away from each other.
Look,
I love this game's writing.
Mort does not have game. That's
Mort does not have game. I think you're imagining things. Yeah, whatever. When you've been dead as long as I have, you know the signals. They may be too subtle for you to pick up on, but that's why I'll be spending my nights with some luscious, recently dead chit while you're standing around going, huh? What's going on? Where's my memories? Whatever, Mort, let's go. Forget game, he doesn't even have equipment. Well, this is still a problem. Because I have this full inventory and nothing to do with it. Alright.
you have equipment.
Go back out.
Maybe I could gut a
Don't need to go to an even, like, the more violent neighborhood. I guess they probably all... It's just one big violent neighborhood is the Hive, I guess. Cool.
Oh!
You alright? What happened?
Chat pun.
You can get some head?
I
Oh, I thought we had killed 3 of them. No use yet. Still casting them now. All right. Well, now I have to go kill them. I gotta finish this. Gotta finish at least one quest before we move on to 3 others. Actually, no, we don't. We need to find a vendor. Then murder. I think you should quit while he's ahead. There we go. And out. New section. Okay, there's a tout over there. There's a thug who's probably coming to go take us on. There's at least one person with a name already. That's a good sign. Here's a copper. Where does the North Gate lead? Ragpicker Square, where all the collectors call Kip. Alright, that's where we need to go. Southwest? The Office for Vermin and Disease Control. And a large market. Market. Okay, market first. Then all of everything else. Alright, so that was the southwest. Cool. Alright.
All right.
Hello, who is this? A black Abishai. You look amazing. Hoover.
Don't pick a fight with that.
I'm not gonna fight with it. It looks amazing. Every inch of this man's skin is covered in a web of black lines, as if some artist chose to accentuate every crease in his flesh with a quill pen. The overall effect is such that even when his face shows no expression, he appears to be frowning. This one has a name. This one is called Porphyron. This one would know. Why do you address this one? I wanted to ask you questions about the city. This one would have you know. This one. I'm turning into the Hanar from Mass Effect. This one would have you know. This one cannot answer your questions. This one has only recently stepped foot in this place of walls. All right, then. I have to ask, why do those lines on your face move? The lines show anger. Do you take offense? No offense was meant. Will you accept the many apologies of this one? No offense taken. Why are you angry? This one tells of event recent. Did you know this one was beset by 3? The 3 demanded an item of this one. This one feared an attack. What does this one do? This one surrendered the item. You're ready to be afraid. If there are 3 of them, then they might have killed you. They almost killed us. This one has been misunderstood. This one did not fear being killed. This one feared killing the 3. Hello? Personal pronouns are for jerks, this one. If you could have killed them, why did you let them rob you? This one walks the path of a warrior. Many weapons have walked with this one. The fist, the blade, the stave, the hatchet, the smiter. These tools are all known to this one. It's not much of an explanation. This one is forbidden to attack. If this one had struck at the 3 in anger, the vow of nonviolence would be unmade. Ah! You're a warrior and a pacifist. This one is unfamiliar with your speech. What is this pacifist? Never mind. Why did you train so much if you're not permitted to attack another? This one is of the Order of Eret Ag. We await the final days where all will be called to battle. The training and skills of this one, they are to be kept silent until then. Oh no, they're a Dominionist. In the meantime, you will let yourself be robbed in the... Yeah? Pretty close? Alright. In the meantime, you'll let yourself be robbed in the street without defending yourself? This one will clarify. The item is of value. The item is of value. Okay. The discipline of the Eret Og is of greater value. Oh, got it. Okay. Since you won't fight, any chance you could talk these thieves into returning your item? This one addresses the 3 thieves. What happens? The request of this one are met with scorn. The 3 will not return the item. I could go see if I get the item back for you. This one must ask, would you bring violence to the 3 that have robbed this one? Not if I can help it. This one fears a message absent of violence will not be understood. This one is not opposed to you trying. Cool. What is it you lost? The item is this, a rope of black and red prayer beads worn around the neck. The worth of these beads is not measured in copper. The worth of these beads is measured in faith. All right, I'll see if I can get this necklace. Do you know where these 3 thugs might be? This one knows where the angry words were traded and the item lost. By the bar that burns inside? The 3 were outside the place, dressed in black and red. I think that's the district we were just in that had like a smoldering bar. So cool, all of our quests are converging. 3 robbers dressed in red and black outside a bar that burns on the inside. Can't be too hard to find.
Hated my journal.
So somewhere down here. What is this place? The Flop House. Don't need that. Thanks though. Over here. Oh, bugs. Bugs. Hello, Mar. Apparently, Abishai are devils who purport to be descended from Tiamat. Dragon fiends. Neat. I'm very glad it's not angry at me.
Yeah.
First impression of Mar is that he needs a long bath, preferably away from it. When we're walking around as a reanimated corpse ourself, for lack of a better way to put it, commenting on everybody else's, like, shabbiness and smelliness feels a bit rude. Anyway, I guess it's rude anyway. You can almost see the stench waft from his body in sinister yellow tendrils. Oh, good, he's Pigpen. He motions towards you frantically in an effort to get you to come and talk to him. Approach this person and hear what he has to say. A lot of excitement crosses his face as you approach. Thank ye for stopping. My name is Mar, and I've a favour to ask ye. Alright. 'Tis a matter of life or death. I must be delivering this here box, or it'll be to me head for sure. 'Tis me bad luck that twisted me leg something fierce. So, will you help me out and deliver this here box? Sure. I can't because I don't have any room. Mar slowly takes out a small box from within the recesses of his ragged clothing. For the briefest of moments, you see a look of regret cross his face, then it is gone, as he looks at you and hands you the box. A light shimmer surrounds the box as both you and Mar touch it. Oh no. A sigh of relief is heard as Mar releases the box into your care. What now? This be needing to be delivered to Quatre. He can usually be found somewheres in town in the southeastern section of the hive. Oh, and lest ye try to say I didn't warn you, whatever happens, do not open the box. And don't leave the hive with a box. Now off with you.
Updated my journal.
Yeah, all of our things are going in the same place. Okay, so... Oh, yep, there it is. What was here before? Who knows? Doesn't matter. Alright. We continue. Vines with black leaves. The stems look extremely sharp. Oh, Razorvine. I've heard about this. Yes, I assume that's Razorvine. It sounds Razorvine-y. Get me out. Get me out. To the markets. I'm going to feel so much better once we actually have, like, inventory space to play with. Plus, by then we'll have mapped, like, half of the areas. That's pretty neat. What's this place? Hive dwelling. Since Kip. We don't need houses, we need markets. Merchant? Merchant! Merchant! This older merchant has a worldly look to him. His deep voice is gentle but confident. Ah, hello there. Are you ready to sample some of the most delectable treats from across the plains, my good man? What do you have? All manner of delicacies to delight your palate, my good man. Arborean fire seeds, garbar root, Elysian pears, crimson lotus petals, Bitopian shepherd's bread, shift spice from the chaos of limbo, and sea plums are what I have at the moment. 5 coppers for a taste of anything you'd like. Purchase something. On second thought, no. Merchant? Please, I just need to sell stuff. May I see what you're selling? Plates, jugs, cups, tankers, drink from the goblet of the finest lords. I sell plates, cups, jugs, tankards, cutlery, and the like. Examine the contents of the crate. You peer into the crate. It's full of plates, cups, jugs, tankers, cutlery, and the like. I love honesty in advertising. They look to be of varying degrees of quality, but some of it appears quite nice. As you're looking them over, she presses up against you. See anything you like, sir? Hmm? Long wavy hair brushing against your shoulder smells faintly sweet like vanilla. Where does all this come from? My lovers are all burglars, sir. These goods are pilfered from the homes of Sickle's nobles. A jest, sir. Merely my father and brothers are tinkers. These are wares which are discarded from the nobles' manors and made good by them once more. Aha. Had some questions? Okay, so I found a market and I cannot trade with anyone at this market. This is the worst possible outcome. Hi, Gisquirrel? You have a name. Do you have a shop? Spindly-looking merchant with a brush of gray and red stubble across his chin. He wears several layers of brightly colored robes, so much that he looks like a flag with arms and legs, shaking slightly as you watch. Yo. I, Gisquirrel. He bows and spreads his trembling hands. As he does, you notice his hands and forearms are a twisted mass of black scar tissue, as if they were once badly burned. What are you selling? Gisquirrel buy cloth. Gisquirrel sell cloth, wash cloth, mend cloth, and wear cloth. Can I see what you have? We got there, everybody. We finally got it. The nameless one is, with as few spoilers as possible, kind of a dick. And, like, I'm trying not to be. But also, oh, I can't. No, please. I need to.
You already did the ads from earlier?
I'm gonna sell this. I did have the. I couldn't. I foolishly assumed that bronze and silver rings were going to be worth more than rags. So I didn't keep the rags. I'm this close to just Googling where to find a merchant I could sell rings to.
Honestly, the chick with plates might be a good one.
I couldn't get her to actually pull up a store. What are you selling right now? Examine the contents of the crate. Where does this all come from? Some questions. A nice plate. I need no plates. I had questions. Yep, that's it. Yeah, I'm Googling this. Planescape Torment. Where to sell jewelry. Beautiful. Instantly came up. All right. Okay, so there's a general store in the lower wards. Hold on to them till you reach the lower wards. Well, we can't do that. We don't have enough space. Okay, so in that case, back to plan A? I think it was plan A. Let's see, we go this way. We're going to go find a barrel and put all of them in. And then once we've cleaned out this area of quests and get the lower ward, we'll go back and fetch them out and then go sell them. I'm not leaving hundreds of gold on the table here. Oh, good. We found the dragon fiend thing again. Great. Okay. I'm exactly where I wanted to be. I see someone claiming in the market that there's an alley full of green critters. I also saw a whole bunch of just like dead kind of bug things. We also have, I think it's this, yeah, this house that we cleaned out before. And which I believe... Oh, nope. Is it not here? Maybe it was the one next door. Hang on. Leave. Please, the door. Maybe it was here. There's one of these buildings south of the mortuary where we found the... Yeah, here we go. Okay. No actual containers here. That's a shame.
I'm gone.
I guess we could just leave them on the floor? I guess we could just leave them on the floor. I don't actually know how item memory works in this game.
That was one.
Okay, so those are all the bronze rings. We're keeping the silver. Let's ditch. Keep the earring, this, and that. Sure. Leave.
Done.
Back. Oop, yep. Great. All right. Save here. Now then. All of that was just so we could get back to the business of the rest of this. There's be a soldier. A group of thugs in the hive had taken that. Right. Okay. Going there. Okay. Everything else, we're going to the Chaos District. Down here. Where we also need to potentially murder some guys. Before they murder us. As is tradition. Yep, there they are.
I'm gone.
Let's see. We found... Yep, there we go. Aha. Can I just run past y'all? Let's find out. That worked great. We'll just do that every time. Hey, bud, I got a box for you. You again? Thought I told you not to bother me. I was told to deliver this box. Well, why didn't you say so in the first place? Let's see what you got for me. I'm sure it'll need to be inventoried. Mar told me to give this to you. As you hold the box out for him to take, Kuatra's expression turns from one of interest to that of intense horror. No, please, get it away from me. I don't understand. Why are you afraid of this box? I said, get back. Death, evil, had to dupe Mar. Couldn't take it anymore. Please, take to Braskin. Lives southwest. Hive, meat. No. Apparently the sight of the box is just too much for him as he runs screaming from the building. Wait, what am I supposed to do
Time to
with...
rob the building.
Journal.
There is nothing to rob in the building.
Oh,
They thought of that. Well,
you got a box.
now we have a hey, free box. All right, smoldering corpse feels like a burning on the inside sort of thing.
Yeah.
Let's check here. I should probably save before we go in.
Yeah, it's the opposite of the fetch quest. To take this thing off my hands quest. I love
Opposite
it.
of a fetch quest. You see a thin man with stained clothes. Oh yeah, this guy. Hello? Nothing. Okay. We'll have to find some other... We'll have to meet some other requirement before we can say hi to you. Okay. Oh, well... Yeah. That is a smoldering corpse. Well named. Drusilla? This is a woman with fading bruises on her face and arms. Oh no. And a look of despairing longing in her sunken eyes. She might have been pretty once, but those days were long ago. She turns slowly to face you. Life pours into her features, and the spark of sardonic light that dances in her eyes now makes you wonder if your eyes were deceiving you. Welcome to the Smoldering Corpse card, man. Looking for a collector by the name of Farid. Who is that burning by the... How much is that doggy in the window? Who is that burning by the entryway? Looking for a journal. Let's start with Farid. Farid, the collector king. You'll probably find him and his stinking ilk in the trash warrens on the far side of the hive. Good luck in getting any answers from him. He's a sly devil. Appreciate that. Who are you? I am Drusilla, and you must be clueless. Don't ask...
No, that's me.
No, that's your character, yeah. Don't ask me how I know that. It just shines off of you. Clueless? I think not. That's someone else's character. Whatever you say, dearie. Fantastic. Looking for a journal? Journal? Oh, sure. Kept an eye out for all stray journals, just in case some scarred man walks into my favorite bar and starts asking about it. Do you ask that to everyone you meet? What a fascinating life. I love her. Just answer my questions. Let's get through this. Da, da, da. What can you tell me about this place? This is the smoldering corpse, though the person smoldering ain't dead yet. He's just keeping himself alive till someone comes along to help him out. Sods who like to see people in pain come here. Fiends like it. Folks who don't much care for being bothered come here, too. The name alone keeps out most of the Burks. Who is he, anyway?
Updated my journal.
Aha. The despair you saw on her face before flits across it again, like a black-winged shadow, before she masters herself. That's Ignis, one of the greatest wizards ever to come out of the slummy excuse for a cesspool. They caught him, and they opened a channel to the plane of fire through him, and now he's just a doorway for keeping himself alive by force of will alone. If someone could douse him for a few moments, it'd give him his life back again, but they don't make enough water to do that. Holy crap. They opened a channel to the plane of fire through him? Cool.
Yeah.
Someone should be able to find something. Ah, well. Oh yeah, what's your connection to him? Her voice practically throbs with a deep ache. I was Ignis's lover, and he, my beloved. He loved the flame more than me, and now he's become the flame. Because I love him, I love the flame. But that's all done with now. Now I wait for him to douse himself. I sell what little I have just so I can be near him. I understand.
All right.
Well. Ebb Creek Knees, I love your name. So many wonderful people here to talk with. Is your name just O? Oh. You have a whole... Your name's so short, your introductory paragraph so long. You see a man standing rock still. He isn't moving a muscle. On closer examination, it appears that he isn't even breathing, just standing. His eye sockets are empty holes in his face. Contained within their bounds is a flat gray light that seems to dance with possibility. Looking into the sockets, the eerie, empty feeling of a limitless void shivers through you, as if you had gazed into a sliver of eternity. The head slowly swivels towards you. You notice that no muscles appeared to move under his skin as he turned, and he speaks in a pure, bell-like tone. Well met, wanderer. You have forgotten again, haven't you? Do you know me? As he opens his mouth, you get the feeling of eternity again. Inside his mouth, you see no tongue, no teeth. It's almost as if this man were a shell surrounding an illimitable expanse. I have spoken with you before, and always you forget. Your endless quest to discover yourself ends always in the amnesia. You draw close to the truth and recoil. Let us hope that you have the strength to endure your existence. What do you know of me? How do you know this? I know that you, like a fly, rise up from the wreckage of your old shell, buzz about for a time, and curl up and die at the window of truth. You bumble about the pain, seeking the light without any plan to your actions, and fall exhausted when you fail. You alight on others to feed from them for a time, and move on with no regard to them. I have watched you come here and listen to your words, and watched you move away no wiser. Will you learn from your mistakes, Seeker? Who are you? I am O. For some reason, when he speaks his name, it sounds like he's speaking of much more than a single letter, as if the speaking of his name contained untold possibilities. It's a circle. It's infinity. No human tongue could ever create such a sound. What are you? It is my name. It is the name of a portion of eternity. I am a letter in the divine alphabet. Understanding me leads to understanding existence. I am written the true names of half of everything. My being encompasses truth. I am mathematic, organic, metaphysic. So what does that mean? The divine alphabet is written the name of everything that exists, from the seed at the hearts of the elemental planes to the core of the great beyond. My brothers, sisters, a single word translates into two in your mind. And I reach across all that is, was, or ever shall be. We are thought and reality and concept and the unimaginable.
But he cannot imagine the word siblings.
But you cannot imagine the word siblings. Yeah. Cool. This is going to be a fairly deep conversation, and another ad break is pending. So let's take ads first, and then we'll come back and find out how much further down the rabbit hole we can go with O. See y'all in a few minutes. Truly incredible. So I walked over and talked to O just because I'm like, oh, that's a person. That's a person whose name is a single letter. That seems interesting. I didn't expect them to be this interesting. That's twice now that we've sort of no-scoped the fantastic plot bomb NPC just because they had a cool name, and that to me is very good writing. If you're just joining us, we're talking to someone who is connected to part of the Great Beyond and Infinity, and we have such quick, brief topics of conversation as "Tell me about the Great Beyond," and that means you know all secrets of existence, doesn't it? So we might be here a while. Right? I want to talk to Sam Snorkel. Yes, exactly. You walk into a bar, you see this very intimidating, well-built individual, shrouded by a dark cloak. A ring of flames encircle their head. A strange and arcane staff leans on the wall behind them. When they breathe, blue smoke comes out. Is there anyone else in the bar? Oh yeah, there's a goblin over there named Sam Snorkel. I want to talk to Sam Snorkel.
Can I get a soda?
Yes. It's so real. And I love it. We could just go down the list. What are you doing here? Yeah, I think I want to start in the middle. Why, I'm watching the ebb and flow of mortality. Sure, same. And what do you see? You mortals are like wasps. You build your lives' nests from the slimmest of branches, and when the wind shakes your home life free, you seek to sting the wind to death. Instead of realizing your foolish mistakes, attempting to repair the damage you have caused yourselves, and learning from your experience, you bring harm to any who have the misfortune to blunder near you in your time of pain and distress. My advice to you and to all mortals, stop acting like an insect and start acting sentient.
Wow.
Wow! I'll think about that. In the meantime, answer some questions for me. Divine Alphabet. Hey! I'm looking for a journal. It's urgent. Do you know where I might find it? I know where you can find it, but it is not my place to reveal such information. Jackass. Rest assured you will find it, as well the man you seek. Do you know where Ferret is? I know where he is. I can give you only one word. Nearby. You will find him in the hive under a veil of secrecy. Okay, that is good to know. Cool. That's all I need to know. Thanks, bud. You're incredible. Oh, there's Mercy Killers. Dakon Blackblade? The man before you is old. His dry yellow skin has the scars of one who has traveled everywhere and never rested long in any one place. His pinched face is inhumanly angular, and his ears sweep out from his skull, tapering to points. He wears a loose-fitting orange tunic, and a strange, shimmering blade is strapped across his back. Too much talking in this game. A good GM ushers you to the Fire Mage. A great GM moves the Fire Mage's role to Sam Snorkel. The blade looks to be a two-pronged glaive made of some metal whose surface swirls like a film of oil on a pond. Yo. The man turns to you, his eyes like polished coal. He stares through you, and for a moment you wonder if he might be blind. The weapon suddenly turns a dead, flat black, mirroring the man's eyes. You okay?
Hail, traveler.
Oh, you have a voice. I'm not old, I'm 37. Well, I can't just call you man. Says nothing for a moment, merely searches your face with his eyes. Hail, traveler. His voice is quiet and somber, like a wind whispering through the branches of a great tree. Hail.
Your eyes have the weight of one who has traveled far to be in this place.
Hooray, I get to take a break while the voice acting takes it. It's the little things. I also apparently try to reconnect my stuff. Eyes have the weight of one who has traveled far to be in this place. You could say that. I am known as Dakon. The emphasis he places on the word known strikes you as odd, yet familiar at the same time. You are not known to me. What is going on? What are you doing? Stop it. Stop what you're doing. I'm trying to talk to somebody important, you're distracting me. Alright. Nope, not there. 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 Great. I don't know myself. That is for the best. In knowing yourself, there would be little in the plains left worth knowing. He falls silent for a moment, still studying you with coal black eyes. I would know why you have come to this city. Looking for answers. I have many questions. And the more people I talk to, the more questions I have. Mitch Pileggi, Assistant Director Skinner from X-Files is the voice of Dakon? I love that. Oh, that's phenomenal. Okay, so now I'm going to imagine that this entire scene takes place somehow on the phone with Dakon in a bathtub.
Such a good episode.
All right. Your features are unfamiliar to me. What are you? Tell me about the city. You seem to place a special emphasis on knowing. What do you mean? All things, whether structure or flesh, their existence is defined by their knowing of themselves. And if a man doesn't know himself?
Well, you're fucked.
When a mind does not know itself, it is flawed. When a mind is flawed, the man is flawed. When a man is flawed, that which he touches is flawed. It's said that what a flawed man sees, his hands make broken. Do you know yourself? Dakon falls silent. His coal black eyes take on the same distance that you noticed when you first spoke. I said... When Dakon speaks again, his voice has changed. His words echo like a great stone dropped into a chasm. Looks like he's forcing the words from his chest. It is not my will that you know this. Perhaps I was being too kind phrasing it as a question. Tell me. It has come to pass that I do not know myself. Why? Yeah, the nameless one very much is a dick, and that's my fault. I'm doing that on purpose. I do not know why. I know it has happened, but I know not the how nor the when, nor how to know myself once more. Cool, that sounds rough. I had some other questions. Lost a journal. Do you know my name? Fair. We have so many options. What's that blade you have? It is a Karak blade. It's an object that lets others know the rank of the wielder. What does that mean? In your tongue, the closest translation is chaos matter. The people may shape it with their thoughts. The people? The Githzerai. Ah, okay. And you say they can shape this Karak with their thoughts. Karak is not shaped by heat, but by knowing oneself. It's a mirror that reflects the will of the wielder on its surface and in its edge. When one knows themselves, the blade is strong, harder and stronger than steel. When one does not know themselves, the blade is as water, formless and weak. Are you willing to sell it? We are not saying that.
Especially since I'm pretty sure you can recruit this guy.
I mean, they have voice acting.
Yeah.
What rank does the blade signify? The blade is a symbol carried by the Zerth. The Zerth is one who knows the words of Zerthamon. In knowing the words of Zerthamon, they know themselves. And Zerthamon founded our race. He knew the Githzerai before they knew themselves. He defined the people. He gave them one mind. Neat. Had some other questions. Fair. That one is not known to me. It seems like that's a good move from everything I've learned about him so far. I've lost a journal. Location of such a thing is not known to me. Cool, thanks, bye. As you turn to leave, the man speaks sharply, the first time you have heard his tone change since the conversation began. Hold! The man's voice levels out. This city is not known to you. I will travel your path with you. I accept. I've been getting my ass kicked outside. I can use an extra blade. Your path is mine. Oh, he actually said that already. I keep getting caught off guard by the random, peppered bits of voice acting. Strangely enough, his voice seems distant, and it echoes as if he was speaking from across a great distance. Let's go.
The really funny part is,
Uh-huh.
whatever's on your back, apparently.
Oh, I am a foolish fool.
What's up, Chief? What's up?
I've been going off of just my backpack. I have multiple backpacks. Mort, hold this. I'm a foolish fool who fools. Hang on, what do you have? Unbroken Circle of Zerthamon. A Zerth religious text. Alright. Whispering flask. Container holds a peculiar powder called whispering motes, a form of healing powder commonly used by the Githzerai. Yeah, makes sense. Put that right here.
I cannot part with that.
But yeah, I was just trying to move it. Zerth Blade. Ooh, bonus to armor class. Hell yeah. It's not Dakon Blackblade, it's Dakon Zerth Blade. You did ask if Mort had pockets, and I misunderstood that wasn't just a silly question about a skull having inventory. It was a serious question about a skull having inventory. Short rotund man with a perplexed expression on his face. From the lines on his loose skin, it looks like it's not too uncommon. Carries a flagon of ale that looks like it's in the process of being emptied rapidly. In between swallows, he speaks in a gentle voice, so quiet that you can barely hear his words. Hello, traveler. My name is Ilquix. Can I be of some assistance to you? I have questions. What did you want to know? What can you tell me about this place? This place? The Smoldering Corpse Tavern? A fine establishment with a fine owner. Barkus is a true gentleman and ambitious to increase his standing to boot. These, I feel, are the most useful quantities one can possess. They drive people. I had some more questions. What can you tell me? Who is that Burning Man? Nope, I know that. Who are you? I am but a humble man with a slight, flowery, poetical bent, and a tendency towards the supernatural. I regret that I have none of my supplies here, or I should be most eager to teach you of the ways of power. Perhaps some later time? I would love that. Marcus.
Man, if only going to actual bars were this entertaining.
I had good experience in bars, but that was also like 20 years ago, so who knows what it's like now. You see a leather-skinned man with just a hint of ashen color to his face. His teeth seemed sharper than normal, and his eyes are filled with the boredom that comes with having seen too much. His voice is nasal and clipped. You again, eh? What do you want this time? You again? What do you mean? Yeah, you again. You got a hearing problem or something now? You was in here about 15 years ago? Got all bubbed up, smashed up the place, and left a pile of coin that wasn't enough to pay for the damages. So you plucked out your own bleeding eyeball and tells me you'll be back to reclaim it when you got 200 coins together. 15 years of interest, you got about 500 coins. You got the jink? No. I don't have that much. You're not getting your eye back. You remember the thing where it's like your eye can't be removed, only replaced? All right, farewell. We gotta save up $500. I gotta top the Ebb Creek knees. The description blocks on everybody in this bar are incredible. You see a slightly stooped old man with a full gray beard and a lion's mane of gray hair. He wears a couple of shoulder guards as armor, and he keeps a helmet nearby. He smokes a pipe and carries a pouch of tobacco around his waist. He looks pretty strong, but he's a little plump and also appears to have some sort of breathing trouble. Well now, aren't you a sight, lad? Never have I seen so many scars blanketing a fella. Like a scar cloak you're wearing. Where you been? Hanging out in a grain thresher? Ah, I'm just testing with you, lad. No offense meant, and I hope none taken. I'm Ebb. Greetings, Ebb. Now, I hereby tender my apologies for the unfair jesting, lad. Hope no hard feelings. Can I buy you a tankard or two of something to smooth any ruffled feathers? Sure. That's the spirit, lad. Bide a moment. Returns to the seat with a pair of tankards. Here you go, lad. Drink up. What can old Ebb do for you on this fine sigil day? Who are you? Ebb Creekneys, third measure of the harmonium. I've heard of the harmonium. Now retired and being a tout with one's own voice since I don't step as lightly as I might these past 2 or 3 decades.
You're a fucking hardhead.
Now, he's a cop, yeah. Now, lad, who you be and what troubles might you? Actually, forget it. Farewell.
All right.
I mean, you might have some information.
Nah, it's not worth it. We've gotten so much information in such a short... Oh, these ones have names. Ethelgrin. You see a scaled fiend who looks very similar to the one standing next to him. In addition to the pierced left ears, both are black-hued and reptilian with bat wings tucked against themselves. This one is missing a tooth on its right side. Ah, Tegarin. Our old friend has returned to pay a visit. Everyone we know is in this bar. This was clearly our old haunt. So he has, Ethelgrin. So he has. Yet his eyes do not gleam as they once did. What do you suppose brings him back to us? What does bring you back to us, friend? Do you know a collector named Farid? Farid? I've heard the name. Is he not a sage of some sort? A necromancer? Or is he a diviner of rubbish? I've heard of him. I do not have the pleasure of his company. Perhaps one of the other patrons here can help. Some questions. Perhaps we have answers. Who are you? Ah, Aethelgrin. Time has robbed our companion's memory. You honestly do not recall us, do you? Truly, I am aggrieved. But, as am I, Tagarin. Truly aggrieved. Yet I rest easy. It has, after all, been many hundreds of years, and we know how the minds of mortals tend to dissipate with age. Ah, well spoken, old friend. We're a pair of Abishai, on leave from our current assignments in Baator. I am Tagarin, the thrice damned, so named for my ability to find the best in every situation. It's very good. This is Aethelgrin, who has earned himself no special name, though not for lack of trying. What do you mean? Aethelgrin ignores you as a response to its companion. And once again, Tagarin, you have cut straight to the truth of the matter, though perhaps it is best not to have earned the sort of notice one bearing the name Thrice Damned must surely have incurred. I had some other... Is there a Florence Creeknees to go with Ebb? I'm missing that one. Mort whispers to you, Boss, I don't like this. They're not supposed to be here. The Blood War hasn't kicked in the Celestials' asses bad enough that any fiend can go on furlough. They want something. Tread carefully. Once again, I maintain that any notice is better than no notice at all. Old friend, does this answer your question? Does this answer your question as to our identities? I suppose it'll have to. Oh, ebb and flow. Got it. Florence. Okay. What are you doing? What are we doing? Why, it's not perfectly clear, old friend. We're on leave from our beloved assignment, taking for ourselves some much-needed rest, perhaps inducing some additional recruitment for our glorious cause. Our superiors fully support our presence, to be sure. In a more immediate sense, we are taking our entertainment in this delightful establishment. And, of course, we are celebrating the return of our old friend. However, the stench of the breezes, which occasionally waft the scent of goodness in the door, debases us somewhat, leaving us physically, mentally, and spiritually weaker. Fortunately, the air in this ward of the city carries a delicious tang of pain and supplication. Would you agree? Yep, see ya. There's so much going on. Mochai. Cannot initiate dialogue. Mochai seems busy. Are they walking over to us? They are. Okay. You can see someone dressed as a female dustman with a half-empty glass in her right hand. As you near her, she calls out to you. You, over here. You notice that there's something wrong about her, and your exposure to the dustman leads you to believe that she's just too lively to be a real member of the faction. What's wrong with you? You're not depressed enough. Hey, Cutter, buy a lady a drink? You're not really a dustman, are you? He looks around nervously and seems to sober right up. What? Why? Why would you say that? Because you don't ask like a Dusty. You're not depressed enough. You're not offering contracts. In fact, you're taking money instead of giving it out for corpse labor that they do at the mortuary. She stifles a squeak of terror and hastens to explain. No. I'm not a dustman. Just found these robes in the street, and I didn't have enough money to get good clothes, and I heard there was a dustman thief around, but you could probably find him somewhere else in the southwest part of the hive. I saw him, but I hid from him. Please don't hurt me. We're not shaking this person down. I'm not planning on it. You ought to know that you're not pulling it off too well. Answer some questions. What do you want to know? Who are you really? Me? I'm Mochai. I just like to drink here, and I'm just a person, you know? Not sure that I buy that, but all right. Who's the burning corpse? He's not a corpse. He's some wizard. Ask around, they'll tell you the story. What is this place? Smoldering Corpse Tavern. Can't you read? You're more bubbed than I am. Tell me about the patrons. No, they're just people. I don't deal much with people, unless they're buying me a drink. Cool. I'll see you later. We get the strangest interactions. But we have recruited our first party member. Alright. Are we doing that time? Alright, we got plenty of time. Let's see. So, with that, with what I've just remembered, because it's not like I learned it. I knew that each party member has their own unique inventory, and I just forgot it for some reason. You know what? As long as I'm here, I'm going to go just finish you guys off. Hey, no, come back in. Yeah. Bad news, I have a Dakon now. Oh, Dakon just took a hell of a hit. Dakon, bad news, most of my healing is corpse-based. I don't know that I'll be able to help you out much. Okay. Rusty Dagger. I don't need that. Well, it might be better than our Scalpel, actually. Charm, wonderful. Give me my inventory. 1 to 3, and this is... Okay, it says just the same. Yeah. Add to that. Or you hold all the treasure. Why am I trusting the skull with treasure? Great idea. Let's do one of these.
All right.
Oh, right, I didn't go into this place because I was worried about getting murdered. But now, I'm less worried about getting murdered. Okay, good. As expected, bandages work on everybody. 1 cash dollar. Where was it? It was somewhere... Oh, maybe it's here? Here where the bodies were? Sure, we'll grab this in the meantime. Mort. Hold this. Oh, this isn't actually a place. I thought this was a place. Well, this is the place. Whoop. What you first took to be a door in this archway is actually a painting. The artist has made use of the shadows of the overhanging arch and some subtle texturing effects to give it... It's a fucking Wile E. Coyote door. His name is Robert Paulson. Examine the door. Other than the skill of the artist, there's nothing remarkable about the painting. The door has been painted on a rough stone wall. You can feel the stone and mortar beneath the painted wooden texture. Well, shoot. This. We don't need that. Alright, let's talk to you again, now that I've killed most of your guys. Give a long, forlorn howl. Man whirls on you as he hears your howl, then gives a lopsided grin as he throws his head back. Howling with you! No, dog, you're gonna start a howl. Stops a few minutes later, then resumes his loping around, snarling and barking like some feral dog. Snarl back, baring your teeth. He leaps at you. Alright. I think this is our third and final the starved dog barking thug that we need to finish off. Oh, we are just getting hammered.
I'm hurt.
Not in the fun way.
Seems true.
Alright. Now then. Back here. I guess I could also ask Dakon to believe in the trees. We'll do that on our way back. To the monument. Damn.
Done.
To the monument. Alright, now did that count as enough people? Yes, found the starved barking dogs and penned 3 of them in the dead book.
Dated my journal.
We were missing 1. The powers be not blind in their justice this day. I've already forgotten her accent. Here you are. A pretty bit it should fetch. 'Tis worth 33 coppers at least, I'm sure. Belonged to one of me sisters. She won't be needing it anymore.
Looks
Very sad, I'm sorry.
prices have increased.
Mort, hold this. And level up. I'm worried that Mort is higher level than we are. Oh no, he's not. He just caught up. Never mind, everything's fine. Alright, so now back here. Here. Our new friend is Dakon, who's a
Alright.
Gizeri. This. It's. I just realized. So hang on, this will be funnier in a moment. So this is Mort's inventory, right? So you can just sort of shake him and it's just like a piggy bank full of quarters. It's just, that's incredible. There we go. I guess I didn't really take a close look at this thing. Worse at hitting but does more damage. I don't know if that's worth it. What else we got? We got the pry bar. That might be worth it. And the work hammer. Maybe just keep adding these. Alright, so that one doesn't hit as often, but when it hits for a lot. Alright, that's a quest done. That's all of our stuff get. Now what? Oh, right. Okay, so now if we go here... Now that I'm no longer racing through with great speed, just trying to avoid everything, we can head to the... There was a north path out of here that had a thing that was the zone where what's-his-face is. Ferret. You see a man who's looking around at the buildings with some confusion. He looks lost and mumbling to himself. Hello. The man looks relieved. At last! I beg your indulgence, good sir. I seem to have gotten turned around in this maze of streets. I'm afraid this area of the city is somewhat unknown to me. The residents seem most unwilling to extend aid to a visitor. He looks at you, hopefully. Could I prevail upon you to help me? Depends on what kind of help you need. Or, where are you trying to go? I seek the house of my Aunt Marguerite. She is reported to dwell in a house close to the mortuary, but the street layout seems to have changed. Do you know of the house? I'm afraid I've never heard of such a place. I suppose it would have been too much good fortune to hope that you would know of such a place. Well, I thank you for your time, good sir. It's most welcome on these streets. You are about to turn away when you suddenly have a feeling that something is amiss. Suspicious, you glance at the man again, just in time to see him withdrawing his hand from your purse. Grab his hand. You are not fast enough. He yanks his hand back before you can grab it. With a yelp, he bolts, running down the street. I don't mind losing $5. We can just let him go. He needs it badly enough to have him. Alright. It does look like we're chasing him down, but I'm actually just going to the other district. You could say he's fleecing you.
Done.
Alright. Well, we have... just... We found the collection of collectors. Yellow fingers? Sounds like an Elden Ring guy. This Weasley-looking fellow is skulking about the garbage like a tattered shadow. Like a tattered shadow is such a good description. Seeing you and Mort, he beckons you. Hey, the skull! Where you get the skull? Hey, be skull it is. Give me back. Mort turns to the Hiver. Bike off. You're not getting this skull. Truth? Go on, take the skull. You're not getting this skull. Thief! Vulture! Scabby gull! Stealing, picking at other people's things, taking them. Give me the skull. Mine, mine. What proof do you have that this is your skull? Stares at you for a moment like you're addled. It's back in mine! Talking proof, don't know nothing? Gives me the skull back, nows. I'm tempted to click this just to see what happens, but I kind of like Morty and I don't want to give him up. Who are you? The skull's mine. Mine, hey? Give it to me. I'll forget you stole it. If you can prove to me the skull is yours, then I'll give it to you. It's only fair. Alright, we're going in a loop now. Go on then, take the skull. He chuckles dryly and smiles. He reaches for Mort, but before you can move to attack him, there is a snap, and the man's hand whips back. The man begins screaming, "Ah! Ah! I'll kill you!" Mort is holding one of the man's fingers between his teeth, like some macabre cigar. He speaks around the finger. Touch me again, and your hand's gonna join your finger, Burke. Mort, give the man back his finger. Mort spits the finger at the man. It bounces off the man's chest and falls to the ground. Tough luck. Get lost. And there. No, we're going with, that's a hard lesson learned. What proof do you have that this is your skull? You blind? Don't you see my head is all droopy? Man biting his lip from the pain glares at you. Suddenly, he attacks. You alright. There's 3 of me now. Hey, there's 2.5 of me now.
I'm hurt.
Yeah. It does keep happening to us. One day I'll become a mage. No, this will matter as much. I'll be in the back where I belong. Stealth pickpocket. That's not really going to help us much. What's that over here? What's this door? Collector. Sharegrave. What a name. Tall and lanky, this pale, grim-looking man exudes authority despite his gangly somewhat awkward frame. Good portion of his left ear is missing. What little that's left is a ragged mess of scar tissue, as if the ear was bitten off rather than cut. His narrow, shifting eyes, almost mere slits, look clever and dangerous. Hi? He spits out a reply. I don't know you, Burke. What do you want? Answer quick before I call in some men to make quick work of you. Who are you? Burke, who I am is the second thing you should have known before you stomped your shivved up corpse-looking self in here. What's the first thing? That I hate visitors and I loathe strangers. You're both. Figure the rest out on your own. My apologies then. No, I have some questions. Let's go straight to it. That's so. Like what? Looking for a man named Farad? Now, what a funny thing to be asking about. What do you want to know about old blood Farad for? He stole something from me. He has some things of mine, and I want them back. Yeah, I'm not going to accuse him of theft right out. Just say he has some stuff of mine. He steals from us all, doesn't he? Whether we're living or dead. What do you mean? Our main source of living around here is the dead. You follow? Oh, you're a collector. That's right. Now, there's only so many debtors at any one time. My bloods and I can only gather so many. If someone else is gathering debtors, that's much less jink that goes in our pockets. And Farad has taken bodies? Yeah. So...
Dated my journal.
The rub is that he's found a motherload of them. Now, I haven't heard any massacres in Sigil, so I'm quite interested in knowing where all the debtors are coming from. I could find out for you. I love that we're now going to get the same quest from 2 different people. Where is Farad getting all these bodies? Yeah, let's double dip. Oh? And how would you do that? All you need to do is find him. Let me worry about the rest.
Updated my journal.
You got it. I'll even give you 100 copper commons for your trouble. Go up on the platforms, follow them to the north and west, and you'll come to a gate that leads to Farad's bolt hole. Getting in and getting the information is your deal. And if anyone asks, you don't know me, and we never had this talk. Of course. Farewell. Hooray! Success! And a door. Alright. So now we know where that... Ratbone? Now we know where Farad is. This man is whistling a cheerful tune and playing with a well-kept fighting knife. So you approach him, he stops whistling and gives you a curious look. Huh? What you want? Name's Ratbone. I'm a thief for hire. The employee of Sharegrave. Boss of the collectors you see around the square. Pays me mostly to learn his lads to be real quiet like. And how to fight if they runs into spot of trouble. Likely the only questions I answer for you, Cutter. Could you train me? No, I don't want to be a thief. I want to be a mage. Alright, and we know all the others.
Done.
We got like 5 minutes left. Let's see what we can... Let's just explore the district. Nod? As you approach the hooded brown-robed man, you notice that he's mumbling to himself and occasionally nodding. Hence the name. Someone comes to speak to Nod, speaks to Nod, aye. Suddenly breaks into a fit of hacking coughs, then nods to himself. What are you doing? Nothing. Said looking for debtors. Nothing else. Nothing else. Need the jink. Jink. That's all I wish to know. Bye. You'd ask a Nod, aye? Nod I'd ask you. Question for a question. Sure, go ahead. Nod has a sister, aye. Amaris. Lives in the hive, away from here. Away from the square. So long. Long ago Nod was separated from his sister. Taken away. And you'd like me to find her?
Dated my journal.
You don't know her. If you sees her, if he does, tell the Nod her brother worries about her, aye? He does. Why don't you go find her? No, 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 it can't speak right no more. He can't. He smells the corpses in the dirt of the square. Ragbooker Square. No. What happened to you, bud? Nod was young, hey? He wasn't started hearing voices telling Nod, do this, do that. Bad things, bad. Like chewing on Nod's fingers. He holds his hands to his face, and you can see old bite scars beneath the caked-on filth. So Nod's parents takes him away, so they does. Puts him in a dark place, a winged tower, where they pokes needles and hooks in Nod's head. Voices stop, aye, they do. But Nod can't think right, can't talk right. Nod escapes the place. Wakes up in the hive. Where is this winged tower? Dunno. Bad place. Bad. Shakes his head violently, clutching at his temples before resuming his usual nodding. I'll find your sister for you. No thanks ye, he does. No thanks ye. Maurice was pretty. So pretty. Lives in the hive now. Fair skinned she was. Hair like jet. Always in blue. Blue. She was always in blue.
Updated my journal.
Okay, we're absolutely helping you, and then also if I find a winged tower, we're burning it down. Old Mebe. The squat old woman looks like she has had all the color bled out of her. Everything from her hair to her shawl to her robe, all are shades of gray. The only splotches of color on her come from several strange herbs, which are tied to her belt by their stalks. The herbs make a strange swoosh when she moves, like a broom. I love that. Hi. The elderly woman turns and stares at you, and you notice the gray shades blanketing her body extend to her features as well. Her hair is a wispy gray, her eyes are like chips of granite. She frowns when she sees you. And who might you be, huh? I'm a traveler. Is that so? And where have you traveled from, then? From the mortuary through the hive to here. Ha! Mortuary palefaces, all concerned with making sure the deaders are all on the just the right places. Bah! Dusties and fools. 2 words, same meaning. Okay, I love her immediately. You alright? The woman starts mumbling, her tone mocking. Me am dusty, me want to die, 'cause this life fake. Dusties, no sense, no nothings. You've run out of this life, child, there's little or no place to go. I see. Who are you? With a sly cackle, she wags her eyebrows. Have you not heard of old Mebbe, then? The midwife of the square? Have you not, now? Well, now you have, for I be Mebbe. You're a midwife, what do you do? Buddy,
Updated my
it's in the name. I set bones right, drive the cough out of the sick, yank out squealing stubborn babes, mend cloaks, or rag or two, make cures and herbs and other such. Be needing a cure or 3, do you then? Cures? Hi, needing some cures to look at you. Do you want to buy some, do you? She glances at the scars covering your body again and then shrugs. Too late to be asking for them, I think. Yeah, could I see what you have? Ooh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Healing items. Could definitely use some of those. Charm of Infinite Recall. Neat. Alright, well, first. That. And that. Oh, we don't have enough. Damn. Oh. That we can buy. Hooray! Alright. Purchase some charms. I'm in need of healing. Could I rest here? Could I rest here? Of course. A mess of blankets in the corner that would serve. Hell yeah! I guess this is just the rest screen. Lady Paint jump scare. Rested for 16 hours, eh? Some questions for you. Do you know anyone named Farid? Farid? That gold turd. Why do you want with the likes of him? I need to find him. We know who he is already. He's not in Ragpicker Square. That much I can tell you. You need to find a way under the square to get to the turds. The turd spider's kip. Turd spider is a great insult for someone. If you're talking about him, he's a foul taste. Alright, under the square. Aye, buried beneath these piles of trash, him and his boys. Had a tough time. A tough time you'd have digging him out at the nest. Let be. How do I get down there?
Journal.
Hooray! Here, tell. Farad's got a gate that leads to his nest somewhere here in the square. Just a matter of finding it. Might want to ask some of the others. I did. Okay, so... Take a journal, use some healing. What do you sell here? Are you a witch? Maybe scrutinizes you. I say not as to what I am and isn't. What you be wanting to know so full bad for to? Did she hound an old woman barking and sniffing for juicy gossip? No, I want to learn about magic. Yes, I do. Yes, I do want to learn about magic. Could you teach me? Ha! I'm no teacher. No schoolmistress all set up to teach like them in the big fest hall. There's others somewhere, I'm sure, that'll spill the dark of it. You'll be wasting your time with all, maybe. I don't agree. I think you have a lot to teach. Can I be a witch? I want to be a witch. Oh, I? Why do you want to learn such things? I want to know. I may need to solve the mystery of who I am. The art may help, it may not. And you must not rely on it to solve all your problems. It's most likely only going to add another chip to your pile of questions. No problem. Will you teach me? Pah! One should make songs rather than make magic. Songs have more beauty. Magic's been dull commonplace, soiled by the mob of people who have trumped through it. I'll teach you. First, you need to do some things for me. My legs aren't good for walking about. My legs aren't made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. There's errands I have you run. You need to fetch me some herbs from the market at Spireward, easterly and southerly from here, the Hive Market. Here's a sample. Right.
Updated my journal.
Careful with it. Show it to one of the fruit merchants in the market. They'll know what herbs you seek. Okay. Fantastic. Holy crap. Well, even better. So, now we not only know where to find and how to find Farad, we also know how to become a mage, finally. So we run an errand or two for Meba, and then finally become mage. We have scrolls to learn, and then pew 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 pew. Which is that's the sound that magic makes. Everyone knows this. Cool. All right. Well, yeah, I think with that we'll go ahead and call it for this week. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out. We ran a little bit over. Sorry about that. I'm honestly, and I don't think it's a critique, but this game is overwhelming me. There's so much happening, so much to do, so much to track. The critical path is very clear. That's not a problem. But all the little snippets of lore of our story that we got are just sort of swimming around in my head. So that's going to be fun. We'll be back with more of this next Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. And so on and so forth until we get the full of it. I'm out of words. My brain is cooked. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. JJ, if y'all are going to be doing more Silent Hill, no, it's Thursday. I forgot it's a Thursday stream. But so is it Alice? If you're going to be streaming, we'll toss a raid over your way. And that's that on that. Thank you all so much again. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will hope to see you next time. I don't know if you could hear Morty just now being like, hey, come on, let's shake a leg. I mean, you shake a leg. But that feels very appropriate. Anyway, good night, everybody.